Hello, everyone, and welcome to Whiskey Wars on this Friday night. Going a half hour early to give us a little more time to talk before Independent Joe, starts at 11 p.m. Of course, battling the fantastic Mr. Jiggs. And I am joined by Mr. Great Shot, who has sent me a bunch of samples very graciously. Appreciate that, Mark.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah, so that's what we'll be getting into tonight. And then also I got samples from Dylan Robbins, Whiskey Nature as well. And yeah, also check out Mr. Great Shot, Mark, over on Jody's channel every Thursday at 8, right? Am I corrected?
5:45 my time.
Okay, so what is that? So that's 6:45 Eastern, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That sound right? Okay.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Of course, Jody over there at Bourbon Bounty. Yeah, Mark's always hanging out with Jody over there. Good times. The giveaways are nonstop. All right, so let's get into the chat here. First off, let's see here. Deland saying, let's get this party started. Indeed. Deland, also, I sent the link for you in your email. So just check your email, and the link is there. Sure, Kitty saying meow. Peter White saying, let's go. All right. Me cheersing everyone. Of course, Mark saying cheers to everyone as well. Whiskey Nature Deland saying cheers all. Sure Kitty, Whiskey Wars, are you going to send me a key or give me info on what the samples you sent are? No, so my plan is, Sure Kitty, and this will probably be next week if you're available. Much like we're doing with Mark tonight, I was going to have you on and I'll go through your samples you sent me and also kind of do a little bit of a blind with you as well, if you're up for that. And also we can talk about whether or not you like the bottle I sent. As you know, I didn't, but maybe you will enjoy it more than I did. Hopefully so. There we got Deland here as well. Going to hang out with us while we go through Mark's samples. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you.
Cheers. How's everybody doing?
Good, man. 4-Leaf Whiskey, the queen of Irish whiskey. Stacy in the house. Cheers, Stacy. Good to see you. Mark, I guess, so I can get something in the glass so I can officially cheers people, we'll start with the lowest proof one. I guess that makes the most sense. Yeah, the Seagram's VO bottle in 1963. I know where this bottle came from.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's surprisingly good. It really is.
Right. Cool. Nice low proofer to start the night. That's always good.
Yeah, what is it, 80-something?
Yeah, 86.8. So not the floor, actually. That's kind of what I expected when you said you were going to send me some. So,
yeah.
Cool. Wow, nice nose on that. It's very syrupy smelling.
That kind of Seagram's nose to it. Cheers, John. Yeah, it was surprising. I really liked it. I don't share out much of it, because you can't replace that bottle.
Yeah, for sure, man. Wow, that's a really pleasant nose there. Kind of like light fruits and just kind of like baking sugars. Yeah, that's nice. Let's see here. Cheers to John as well, as always. Okay, got it. Email me offline then next week is unlikely. Okay, and I will give you my thoughts on the bottle too. I do have some. Okay, interesting. All right. Let's see here. David Bass in the house saying cheers. Oh, there we go. There's the bottle in question there. I want to give Mark the solo.
So it's this one. You can see on the sticker there, 1963. So it says it's 6 years old. So distilled, 57? Distilled in 57, aged 6 years. And there you go. But screw top. Not a cork.
Yeah.
So,
So it's still good. It's still good after all that time with a screw top.
yeah.
You
didn't have to worry about cork rot after 50 some odd years too. So
what's interesting, Mark? Although very different as to what they actually are, but a lot of similar notes to this rum. Of course, this is a drink, so it's a little hotter. But yeah. Because I've said when I have this, it's kind of like pastry. For me, it's like a powdered sugar covered donut that then has like vanilla and caramel filling. Yeah.
Okay.
The rum is like, and I get a lot of those kind of notes here too.
I know you spoke to the doctor after the debate. What did he say?
Let's see here. They're basically saying, cheers, Sean, and great shot. Hope easy on the ladies. I assume he's talking to Great Shot there. How'd that all pan out for you there yet last night?
Oh, it's pretty good. They all went to bed before I got in there. So
Yeah, I bet they were in bed before you got in there.
Yeah, everybody got a little tipsy.
There's got to be a video somewhere.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I got to say, Mark, that is pleasantly surprising. I wasn't expecting a ton from that, but that's actually pretty stinking good. Yeah, I could drink a lot of that.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. It's like I said, surprisingly tasty, and part of the reason I wanted to get that one is because a friend of mine, one of my best friends in high school, we knew each other for I don't know how many dang years, 30+ years, but he passed away a while back now, pancreatic cancer, and that was one of our drinks that we used to drink all the time was Seagram 7. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's I mean, a good memory, but yeah, sad at the same time. It's one of those things. Life be doing life stuff. Yeah. Also, I didn't really say this yet, but we got a double Patreon giveaway because I forgot to do it last month. So yeah. So we got 2 months of Patreon giveaways to get to. So yeah. So if you are not a Patreon, you can still sign up tonight and get into the running. Of course, if you are a Patreon, then hopefully you're here tonight. That's how your name on the wheel. So I appreciate all you patrons. Thank you very much, all of you, for the support. Very much appreciated because we all know YouTube doesn't do jack. So
right, Ben?
There you go. Ben saying everything is better in pairs, especially boobs. And John,
unless they're triplets. Triplets are good too.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, you guys went a long time after I hopped off. I hopped off around 1. Ben didn't start till 9:30, and it said the stream went 6.5 hours, Ben. So yeah, I guess you guys got into it quite a bit there.
I guess they hung out longer than I did because I got off earlier than that.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Yeah, there you go. Double secret extra special probationary giveaway. Indeed. Triplets? Why not quintuplet? Quint Swedish volleyball players. There you go. That's total recoil. There you go. Or call even. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool first pour there. Of course, not really a bottle anyone could find, but still very interesting.
Yep. It's neat to be able just to try it out, Yeah. Thank you again, Ben.
Yeah. Thanks to Ben and thanks to Great Shot both for making it possible. Yeah.
So Ben said the stream that I saw went about 6.5 hours, and he's saying there was an after party after that. What time did they go to bed? Like 7 this evening?
Yeah, I guess. There was an after party. Yeah. So let's see. When did you start last night, Ben? You started like 9:30. So 6 hours. That would be 3:30. And I think it was a little over 6 hours. And then there was after party. So yeah. So you guys were up till like 5 or 6 o'clock, I assume.
Not me.
Yeah.
I started drinking yesterday around 2 because I had everybody coming over for the 4th, and I had a pool full of people and everything else grilling hamburgers.
There you go.
By that time, I'm like, time for me to go to bed.
Well, Great Shot, I think next we'll get into the next highest proof on the table, which would be the Still Austin River Red Port, which I'm really interested in trying.
Okay, that's what I've got poured right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know you've said a lot of positive things about it, so I'm curious.
Yeah, it was really surprising. I mean, I think they have some more of these barrels aging. but they only released one barrel basically. So, and the thing about it is, you were supposed to buy it online and then pick it up at the distillery. So they won't ship anything anywhere.
Yeah,
So, but luckily, I went down to the distillery on the release date, and they had some leftover bottles that people hadn't purchased online. They had 10 when they first started out, and then when I got there about an hour after they opened, there was 5 left.
right. Yeah, so going quick then.
So that's the new 375 release that they've got coming out.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that one probably.
Oh,
As
no.
you can tell, I've got quite the selection of Still Austin back here.
Yeah,
Another one's not going to help me out too much.
Might break the shelf.
No, it's Red Oak shelves. They're pretty stout. The sag, you can see it was already there. So, or at least this one. Let me see. Yeah, that top shelf there's got like a little sag in it. I may put up another support right here in the middle just for the heck of it, but it's not that big a shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you got a little whiskey up there. So,
Yeah, a few.
this nose very clearly port. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And you would think. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna let you form your own opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely heavy port on the nose. Like, you're not going to confuse it with anything else.
I mean, you can see that in the color of the bottle.
Hmm.
See, it's
purple.
You can see through it, but it's fairly dark. But there's the bottle. It says it's 100% rye, aged 4 years, then finished 8 months in ruby red port barrels.
Oh, it's a rye. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, I'm getting some really weird notes for a bourbon.
Yeah. Now 100% rye. So
Okay.
I think that worked out really well with the port.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big, port wine kind of finish guy.
Yeah, the combination of the rye and the port makes for kind of like, well, let's not hit the mic. Makes for kind of like kind of very zesty or mildly spicy citrus note on the finish, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's kind of, you'd think because of the port, it's going to be like really sweet, but then the rye kicks in and cuts that sweetness down with a little bit of that spice, kind of peppery note.
Mm-hmm.
It just balances it out really well.
So I wonder if it depends on what kind of port, because like the TX port finished, I didn't find that as sweet as the tawny port, and I don't know what the difference is, but I found that I'm really liking the port finishes, at least on that. So I'm wondering what kind of port that was. Did they say, or just a port?
Ruby red port is all I know.
Gotcha.
And there again about ports, I don't really know anything about ports. What kinds they are, with how they actually taste by themselves.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not big on ports myself. I've had a few. I can't say I've ever really had one that I really loved. They're just way too sweet for me. I'd prefer a drier wine, and it's definitely a dessert wine, and it's just not my thing. But I mean, in this though, it works pretty well. I don't know if I love it. It's very different. It's good. I think like if like in this scenario, it's very interesting. If somebody like gave a pour of this to me at like if we were doing a bottle share, it'd be a very interesting pour.
Yeah. It's oddly sweet for a rye, I think, because of the port.
There's something mid palate that's a little bit drying and a little bit I don't love that. I'm trying to think how to describe it. I like the finish though. The finish is really nice. Yeah. Just the mid palate's a little, I don't know, there's something there that's I don't know how to feel about it.
See, I'm glad you said that, because the TX port, I remember that being like a drier whiskey.
Yeah. It's good.
Water.
Oh. It's certainly different. Port is another whole rabbit hole to go down. Yeah, I feel like I'm down enough rabbit holes. I need no other holes.
Yeah, I fell down the Scotch rabbit hole, and notice this this shelf here, pretty much from this corner back here all the way up to where I'm at. It's all Scotch of some various sort, peated and unpeated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good though. I like that. I think the finish is kind of the outstanding part of that pour to me. I wish there was more of those flavors that you get on the finish. That kind of very citric acid, kind of reminds me a little bit of like the old school giant vitamin C chewables as a kid.
Yeah.
Just a lot of citric acid, but like in a good way. There's a lot of that on the finish, which is cool. But
yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not one that I'm going to go to like on a daily or something, but as a kind of like Rebecca Creek. You're not going to drink it daily, but it's one of those whiskeys you go, oh, well, try this. This is pretty tasty. It's different.
Well, I mean, you may have to speak for yourself on the not drinking Rebecca Creek daily.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I just opened this bottle. I don't remember when I opened it. A month ago, 2 months ago. It's disappearing. I don't know what's happening, but
it's evaporating.
Yeah,
it's evaporating.
It's hot there in Kentucky,
Bad cork. That's what's happening. It's all evaporating. All I know about ports is that any will work in a storm. There you go. Okay. The Lot 40 port finish cast strength was a failure, but I have liked most port finishes whiskey since then. Yes. Okay. All right, Peter White. Yeah. I don't own a ton. I only own 3 or 4, I guess, and 2 of them are Starlights. There's different picks of Starlights, but of course, one of them being Shane, which was decent, and the other one is they're both just. I don't know. I'm not big on Starlight, so. No. Not that's a different. Flintstone Vitamin is definitely a different kind of. That's more minerally. I used to eat vitamin C's just like as candy back as a kid. I had a ton of vitamin C in my body. Never got sick. All right. Next up, we actually tried this before, but just for whatever. We're going to go into it again. The Balcones 15th anniversary.
Yep. Catalea?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm not going to say it any better than that. So, Catalegia.
I don't know. I think it may be Spanish or something, but
yeah, I'm sure it is. So
this
what is
one's
it?
59.
J is an H in Spanish, right? So it's like Catalea, I guess.
Yeah, Catalea. I go with that.
Something like that. I don't know. Somebody that speaks Spanish fluently, you let us know. Hey, Cheech in the house. What's up, Cheech? Cheers, buddy.
Now, this one is aged in all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, man, I remember this now. Yeah, this thing has a lot going on.
It's a single malt made with 100% Golden Promise malted barley. It was first aged in a refill cask, then a variety of decommissioned sherry Solera puncheons. Montesel, Armando Duce, Oloroso, and Palo Cantado. So,
all right. Well, that's a lot of things I don't know anything about on there. I know that. But all that said, it makes for a very nice drinking American single malt. So
different than most of them, that's for sure. Cheers, Cheech.
Man, really nice mouthfeel on that. Very syrupy. Yeah, that's just a pleasant drinking American single malt. That's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how much. I think I remember saying this now, but like how much like a very fancy fruit salad. Not your standard fruit salad. This has like mangoes and passion fruit and maybe some dragon fruit in there. Some exotic fruits you don't normally get. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a different one. I like it. I thought it was pretty good. But,
Yeah, I imagine that's great in the summertime. You know,
and it could stand a little bit of water. It wouldn't hurt it a little bit. You know, was it 59?
yeah,
So 118. So
yeah, that's tasty, man. That's a good one. I know it was a little pricey. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. It was over 100, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it like 120 or 130 right around there.
Yeah, something like that. Total Wine's where I picked that one up at. Let's see.
That's a fact, Cheech. It is summertime. Yeah, it is great right now. I mean, like I don't really subscribe to that. I know a lot of people do. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this is a great wintertime whiskey," or "This is a great summer." I drink things all the time, all of them, all of the things. So yeah, I never really care about like ryes are supposed to be for winter. I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me. I just drink whatever I feel like drinking. Also, cheers, Lou. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Port finishes are hot or
hit or miss.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hit or miss. I like Storytime, Dark Knight, the best of what I have tried. Yeah, I would say the Port Night Rises of the Storytime ones is the best. Funny enough, that I used most of that bottle to blend with Brimstone, which was a thing that me and Ken discovered one early morning on Ken's stream. Yeah. So the crazy notes from the Brimstone with that port finish makes for a pretty interesting combination. Whiskey Wars, as an American, however, you pronounce it is correct. It's a little known benefit of citizenship. Sangria? Well, no, that has more like red fruits in it to me. You know, more like black cherry. I don't know. Now, also, you know, there's the wine influence in sangria. So, no, more like lighter fruits, like mangoes, pineapple, like tropical fruits. Yeah, a tropical fruit salad. It is summertime. Top dog in the house. Cheers, John. Good to see you, man. The man making all the merch. Cheers, buddy. Mike's still saying cheers, cowboy. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, buddy.
Cheers, Mike.
Hey, Brian.
Deland, I'm being a terrible host. I haven't asked you, what are you drinking, man?
I haven't started drinking yet.
Okay.
I was up late last night with those guys until about 1 or 1:30, and I'm taking it slow tonight.
That's fair. No problem there. Also,
Coke
in the house. Okay, there you go. Coke's good. Brian of Bourbon School in the house. And that reminds me, subscribe to all of these great channels. Bourbon School. We got, let's see here. Of course, Cheech of Whiskey Encore. Whiskey Nature just hit 200 last night to land the man on the screen below me here. If you haven't given him a sub yet, go give him a sub. Also, Whiskey Uncensored was here somewhere. Somewhere has been right there. I imagine you are subbed to all these channels, but if for some reason you're not, go do the things, people. Skullcap guy says, cheers all. What's up, buddy?
Cheers.
There you go. Yeah. Here's all question. Should I be concerned if my dog just ate about a pound of old bacon grease?
Unless it was rancid, it'd probably be all right.
Like
Yeah, exactly. That is the qualifier for sure. How old are we talking? Yeah, if it was like, if you had it set aside to throw out because it was rancid, then that might be a problem.
I used to, before my dog died, when we made his food, and if we made bacon, I would pour the bacon grease after it cooled off on the dry food, and he loved it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
Okay, not rancid. He should be fine. I mean, if you're really concerned about it, you can give him a little bit of what is it? Hydrogen peroxide and water, I believe, and that'll make him puke.
Yeah, I would say he's probably just going to have some diarrhea just because of all the grease, but otherwise it should be all right. Jonathan in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, Jonathan. So Jonathan knows how quickly I've gone through this bottle because it was like when I brought it to the meetup, it was like up here-ish. So yeah, I mean, I've done like that much work in 2 weeks.
So
That's all right.
but it's a
I
short,
still got
it's a short,
I still got a few on layaway for you.
it's a short bottle though, so it's not like it's one of those tall bottles. So the short bottles go faster.
That's for sure. Yeah. That's the excuse I'm going to go with. I got this bottle at that same time period. It's also disappearing. I think as you guys point out, there's just an evaporation problem in my basement.
Yeah. You got your dehumidifier set too high.
That's it. That's got to be it. Let's see here. Smoking hot here, and is it Hernet, California? Not familiar with that, but 111. Jesus Christ, that's awful.
Yeah.
That is awfully hot. That sounds terrible. It's 84 here, and I'm already upset. I can't imagine 111. That's horrible. Thoughts and prayers, I guess. I don't know. Whiskey Logic, says Lou.
I think I heard on the news where Nevada hit a record of 115.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's warm.
Just more reasons for me to never move. Yeah.
Now,
Mark,
Mark,
where you're at, you get a solid 4 seasons up there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, is that tropical storm going to hit you at all, or are you on the other side?
I'll probably get a little bit of rain out of it, hopefully. Maybe Monday or something. It depends on how far up the Gulf, the coast it hits.
Looks like it's going to hit about 3/4 of Texas.
Oh,
just
that'd be good.
The way it showed the news, it's like it's gonna clip 3/4 of it, but like the furthest corner of Texas is going to get missed.
Yeah, but so as a Floridian, I know too much about hurricanes, and it's really just that top left corner of the storm. That's where you don't want to be. So wherever that hits, that's where it's going to suck. And I mean, really the whole front edge, but the top left corner, that's always the worst part of the storm. That's where it just is brutal. So I mean, a lot of folks in my chat. I mean, Lou is Texas, of course. Mark, Texas. Bill is Texas. Woods is Texas. Yeah, there's a lot of Texas fellows. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else. A lot of Texas folks. Oh yeah.
There you go, Mike.
Whiskey RN, Sierra. She's Texas. Yeah, there's a lot of Texas folks. So hopefully, you guys are okay and have somewhere safe to go and all that stuff, or have boarded up, and hopefully nothing terrible comes your way.
Trying to click a comment off of it for you, but I can't do it.
There you go. It was 82 here. Low humidity. That sounds nice. Yeah, it was fairly humid here today. 84 right now, but humidity was higher than I'd like. Yeah, for sure.
This is about age. That's exactly what that's about.
That's right. You don't want to burn your steaks. Yeah, don't overcook them. All right. I guess my Mark next, after I get my glass cleaned out, I have to say, even though it shouldn't be, this is probably the thing I'm most excited about in the flight, and that's the new Nancy pick, because I haven't had one since October of 23. So I'm curious to see what is that? That's 7 months difference. I'm curious how far this has come along in 7 months. So
I'm planning on going to the distillery tomorrow and pick you up a bottle there of the newest one.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait to, like I said, just kind of see what Nancy's doing these days, because I like to get a couple a year just to kind of see where it's going. Like, I mean, I'm really curious where the picks go in the future, because at a certain point, I need to like sneeze or something. Like Texas, there we go. Texas is going to do Texas stuff. So at a certain point, you got to stop letting them age, I would imagine. But I mean, it is Nancy Fraley, so I don't know. Maybe she can work some kind of magic and make super ultra aged Texas stuff work.
I think the latest one is up to 6 years now.
Yeah,
which is highly unusual for Texas. That you can actually get some of that kind of age down here and not be like complete tannin bomb overload.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like getting something from Texas that old that's still drinkable is a challenge.
But that's probably where her blending skills are really going to shine, making that come out. and be good.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think her biggest trick down here in Texas is the that slow water reduction, which they keep adding a little bit of water to the barrel as it's aging to keep the proof down some. Well, I mean, relatively,
Yeah.
and then replace some of that volume that's lost with a little bit of water in the barrel.
Yeah. I think this is the highest proof one I've seen, 124.4. So yeah, they just keep going up. I think the highest one I have is 121. So, which is cool. I have to imagine though that these barrels have to be getting pretty low. At some point, that's the other problem is that because of all the evaporation, at some point you can only age them so long, or else you just run out of whiskey. Like there's no whiskey left.
Exactly. Angels to get it all.
Yeah.
So I heard a rumor that the blue corn, the red corn, the bottle and bond still Austin are supposed to start hitting total line here in Michigan. And if that's the case, I'm excited for that.
Man, if that's true, I imagine they'll hit Kentucky as well. That'd be awesome. Man, that would be great. Yeah, that'd be one less thing I have to pester Mark about.
What was the proof on that one you said?
124.4.
Oh, I don't even have that one here.
Or no, 124.14. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the May release, I guess. So let's see here. Top Dog saying, do you think you have a lot of people from Texas because of that? It's possible. It is possible. Shred saying, cheers with NyQuil, everyone. Been sick as hell last go. Oh, damn, that sucks, man. Slept about 23 hours yesterday, barely feeling better. Only 108 outside. Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, well, I got to say, Shred, we were wondering where you were last night. Missed you last night, but I'm sorry you're feeling like crap, though. That sucks. But yeah, NyQuil's good, though, man. Get that codeine in you.
I mean, Shredder could always go outside and sweat it out.
There you go. Yeah. Just sit outside and sweat the toxins out, man. Woods in the house. What's up, buddy? Oh, hell, I'm late. I didn't realize the stream was starting early. Yeah, going a little early tonight just to so we can have a little more time to talk because I don't want to cut into Joe's stream a whole lot because he's battling jigs, and they're starting at 11. So I figure that gives us a full 3 hours to do stuff without another stream that I don't want to cut into going. So, yeah, so that's the reason for going a half hour early. It may become a more regular thing. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think about it. Maybe we'll throw a poll up later about starting a half hour earlier. Although, yeah, get better, Shred, for sure. Everybody's saying cheers, Woods. The water injection must be working to help that. Yeah, actually, well, let's see. I've just been rolling it around and smelling it. It smells very nice. Oh, yeah. Very woody on the nose, I will say that.
Too much story. Back to you, Amy. Celebration 6. In The Wild Party, chronicled in a daring 1928 poem, the music comes from this product of the Victor Company.
It's tasty, though. It is tasty.
Celebration 8.
I like that. Yeah. A lot of barrel spices going on there, which I like. Definitely starting to notice the age. I mean, it's not nearly as dark as like a Balcone, something like that. But it's it's starting to get some of those really darker notes. That I mean, I would imagine if you put this in a blind, it would probably trick someone into thinking it's probably 12 to 14 years old, probably like double what it actually is. Yeah, a lot of those really older bourbon notes showing up there now. And not that the other releases didn't have it, but I mean it's just becoming more prominent, I guess you would say.
Yep.
That's nice though. Very reminiscent, funny enough, of the May release from last year. It just, I wonder if that's intentional almost. Because May of last year was very cinnamon barrel spice forward. And this is just kind of like an older version of that, which is interesting.
Okay. Well, it may be like the same when they distilled that one in May, that they may have distilled that one like 4 years ago or something like that, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And this is pulling from those same filled barrels. You know,
Yeah,
just an extra year age on it.
yeah. I'm curious, or if Nancy has like a profile that she kind of is going for each month, kind of thing. Like in her mind, there's like a, you know,
Yeah,
I would love.
possible.
I'd love to ask her because, like I said, it really reminds me of May of last year. It's just like older.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be something to ask her.
That's pretty stinking good, though. I'm not mad at that. I think the 137 proof pirate was 2016, though. Wait, what are we talking about, Peter?
I don't know. A pirate bottle?
We talking ECB piece? Maybe that's because I don't remember there being a Still Austin, and also Still Austin wasn't around then. So yeah, I assume we're talking ECB piece. Also, Cheech cheersing the kitty. Heading out to see you guys. Okay. All right, John. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in, brother. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, everybody. Appreciate that. If you see those Still Austin, buy. Yeah, indeed, man. Yeah, I hope that you are right on that, Deland. I really hope that the Bottle and Bond series starts making it to all the Total Wines, because that means I can get them sort of locally.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that'd be great news.
Yeah, so I was in there a few weeks ago after I had my bad experience of them trying to pull me out of the Scotch aisle to buy their Walcott or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And I went in a couple weeks later, and I was talking to some people there. One of the salespersons, I actually talked the people into buying the Still Austin Cast Strength. And I got to talking to the salesperson. Good conversation, and I was sharing information with him. He was sharing information with me, talking about the musician and the Cast Strength and Nancy Fraley. And he's like, he goes, I'm not sure when, but rumor has it that the Bottle and Bonds are going to start dropping here. And I was like, I'll watch the website. So hopefully he wasn't pulling my chain, because it's something that I've been looking forward to. But yeah, if I start seeing them here, I'll definitely let you know there.
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. Yeah, I mean, it's still like a 2-hour drive, but I'm up to Lexington fairly often. So yeah, if they start carrying more Still Austin, I'd be very happy with that. Jonathan saying there are only 13 likes. That's what we think of you, buddy. Hey, I'm surprised there's that many, Jonathan, honestly. So also, Cheech, encore movie night tonight at 12 midnight. Total Recall, which dovetails nicely into our triple boob talk earlier. So
yep.
So who's watching Jeopardy? Oh yeah, I think there was a TV going in the background over to Lance there. Is Deland watching TV in the background? I believe so. I believe someone was.
So my father-in-law, as I was talking to Jay about it, he was watching the interview with the president. That was the interview for after the debate.
Uh-huh.
And so that was on in the background. So yes, I apologize. That interview is gone. It's off. He just so you guys know, if you guys are concerned about the president, he had jet lag and he had a cold, and that is why he performed so horribly at the debate. Just want to throw that out there. I'm putting it there right on the table.
Oh, Deland, you're poking the bear. You're asking for it. I'm going to try and not be political. It's very hard right now, though. There's so many things I want to say. All right, anyway. Cheers to the Pecker House. Oh, man. So, as a lot of you know, we have kind of a group text thing going on, me and some other guys, and for the most part, it's just degenerate memes that we share with each other. But I suggested after the debate, and we were discussing how well our current president did against our former president, I thought, I don't know if anyone has seen Gary Busey's recent interviews or whatever you want to call them, podcasts, but I think we need Gary Busey versus Joe Biden. I think it goes splendidly. Here, for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can pull it out. Why not? Let's do some Googling on the fly.
I think Gary Busey would do so much better as a president.
I mean, he couldn't do worse. So
I mean, he could teach you how to eat your burrito backwards.
That you know where I'm going. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see here. All right, here we go. Is this the one? No. Oh, damn it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's, here you go, folks. For anyone that's never seen,
let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Talk about
as I said, that's the debate that America needs right there.
Okay, then.
On the lips. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Oh, that guy is hilarious. Oh, man.
It must be some really good drugs.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. So maybe so for anyone that does vote, I don't vote because I don't care. But if you do vote and you're a person that cares about these things, maybe just write in Gary Busey. Just let's see how many of those votes we can get. Because I don't think it matters who you vote for at this point. So yeah, either way it's crap. So yeah, might as well write in Gary Busey. It's getting wild early tonight. It's going to be a good night. I can tell. Oh yeah, well, I'm mainly because I'm burning through samples probably too fast, but fucking classic indeed.
In your defense, Sean, at least you're not burning through 2 ounce samples of it. You're only pouring like half an ounce or so, right in that range. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, but back to the samples, man. That Nancy pick is quite tasty. Yeah, I'm happy with that. There you go. I'm writing in Alex Jones. Shirtless Yell Fest. There you go. Winner take all 19 holes of golf. As I've suggested many times in the past, I would really like to see a celebrity deathmatch style match for president, and whoever lives gets to be president. I think that's fair. Give them chainsaws and axes and let's let them have at it.
Baseball bats with barbed wire wrapped around the tip of it.
Yeah, there you go. Go Walking Dead style. Yeah. There you go. I would 100% watch Z-Man versus Gary Busey with Mental Check as moderator. There you go. Yeah. Well, Trump seems to be an expert on batteries and sharks. So there's that. I don't even know what that means, but probably. I don't really keep up with politics other than just memes. That's the only thing I know about politics is memes. Yeah. Yeah, but I tell you. Hey, we got Mark, Northwest Bourbon in the house. Another great channeler to give a sub if you have not already. Oh, yeah, that sounds like I would hang myself. That's what that sounds like, Jonathan. Yeah, I would never sign up for that ever. I'm sorry that you're doing that. That's right. Yeah, maybe we can use our voting power to get that going. Celebrity death match for president. I'm all up for it. Every 10 minutes, Z-Man has to pause the debate to get a beer. And also, as we decided last night, every time that Z-Man says delish, you have to drink. So that would make the debate even more fun. Neither could lift the saw. That's true. We'll have to find lighter items. Knives are usually pretty light and also lethal. So let's throw a bunch of knives in the ring.
Give them katanas or something.
There you go.
Or do you remember seeing the gauntlet in First Night, I believe, with Sean Connery and what's his name? Hold on. If you don't remember the gauntlet, then you don't know what movie I'm talking about.
Thunderdome, you mean?
No, First Night is a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, vaguely remember it.
All right, maybe it's not First Night. I'll look for it.
I kind of doubt anyone's going to take away my right to wear a hat. Also, if it gets to that, then a lot of people didn't do their job, and by their job I mean kill people. Anyway, I mean, just real quick, short rant. We all know what yesterday was, which happened because we were tired of people making us do things we didn't want to do, and so we killed a bunch of them, and then they went home and never bothered us again. Just saying. Something like that may be necessary in the near future. I don't know. Just a suggestion. It worked once. Moving along, though, we're moving on to Old Dragon Bones 18, 136 proof. This'll get you going. The Kaludre. Lots of names I can't pronounce tonight as well.
Yeah. Kaludre or something like that. I'm not sure. That one looks like
hanging up. Not much time left. Oh, I got you. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It says barrel date 605, bottle date 1023, 18 years old. So
gotcha.
Pretty dark.
Yeah. Mark knows. Yeah, Mark knows the deal. Other Mark. Mark. Agreed. Yeah. It would be unfortunate if people had to take the power back, but sometimes, things happen.
There's that other one where you were talking about Fortnite.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Cheers. Show. I don't know how to say that. I guess you're trying to make my name funny, but I don't know how to say the funny name you made. Shaween.
Shawana one.
Anyway,
swing.
Too late to show the movie. Yeah, right. Let's see what we got here. So this is a rye, yes?
Yes. Canadian rye. Well, hang on. I think it's a little bit of a blend.
Yeah, is it Canadian or McGup?
Let's see.
Interesting nose. Very hot on the nose.
Oh, yeah.
How he says I'm Shween. It kind of makes me want to get up and do a hip thrust with my pecker in the camera and go Shween.
Okay.
Great.
It's got an Oloroso sherry finish.
Mm-hmm.
The mash bill is 39% corn, 53% rye, and 8% malted barley. Drink's a little hot for me.
I don't know how to feel about that. Let's go for a second one here. I don't know. I think for me,
that one may benefit from just a few drops of water.
Yeah. Let's see here. Do it very scientifically here.
Just finger it.
Yeah, that's right. Just jam the finger in there. My bad. That was last one. All right. I'm gonna let that kind of roll around a little bit here. It's very hot, and as you know, I don't ever shy away from a hot whiskey, but this is like hot in the wrong way.
It's kind of straight up ethanol at you.
Yeah,
at least me.
It's not like rye spice hot. It's just like alcohol hot, which is not really what you want. Which is also surprising since it's 18 years old.
Yeah.
And finished.
136.4. So yeah, she's pretty warm.
Yeah, I mean, but that's around the same. It's exactly the same as my Corbin Cash, which is not nearly as hot. Also a rye.
Mm-hmm.
Not nearly as old either.
Yeah, you'd think after 18 years it mellowed it out a little bit more. But it was, I guess, aged in Canada, so.
Yeah, there's also some just weird notes. I guess it's from the finish.
Oloroso.
Yeah, but it's like a dank sour as well as hot. Yeah, I don't think I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different one.
I don't think I sent him anything that hot.
No, definitely. So we're gonna have to, and actually, Deland. So I actually have an Octomore for Mark as well, but it's 119, and I wasn't sure the proof points on these, so I thought I might just kind of mix this in with yours. You know best where I should start with yours. So where shall we start? That said, I am going to take a break just to let my palate kind of calm down after that 136 proof, because everything's going to taste like water after that. Otherwise,
I would just go lowest to highest and then throw his in somewhere, because I think I sent you a lot of single malts.
Yeah,
single malt scotches. Did I send you an Ardbeg?
Let's see here. I have a Loch Lomond. I have another Loch Lomond 14, 18, Glen Scotia 15, Glen Grant 15, Dalwhinnie 15, and a Glen Scotia double cask. I don't know the proof points on them though, so
they're all going to be right around 92 to 96. Okay. So I would probably do his last.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I'm not going to bring a ton of people on, so folks, and also folks, as I go through these, whoever does hop on, I want to be able to conversate with Deland. So don't hog up the airways, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
You do have access to the clicking mute button, so
that's true. Yeah, I hate to do that, but I'm just giving everyone fair warning ahead of time. I am going to drop the link now if you do wish to hop on, but don't be super talkative, I guess is what I'm trying to say in a nice way.
Did I put the proofs on those? I can't remember if I wrote the proofs on them or not.
I don't see any, no.
Oh, okay. I must have forgot to do that. You know what? Yes.
All right, and there is Joe. I'll highlight that in just a second as soon as I drop the link here. There is Joe in chat, and yes, he'll be going at 11 o'clock. We'll be handing off to him. Of course, he is battling Mr. Jiggs, the legend himself. Two legends duking it out tonight over whiskey. Sure to be a good show. So we'll be handing off to Joe right around 11. But yeah, so there is the link. Well, no, someone dropped Joe's link. He dropped my link, which I appreciate.
I got it.
Love hot whiskey, then consider joining. There you go. Thank you, Joe, for the link to Patreon. And yes, again, folks, it is Patreon giveaway night. We'll probably get to that right after these samples tonight. So if you want to get your name on the wheel, it's not too late. You can become a Patreon tonight and get your name on the wheel. You just have to be in attendance. So yeah, all you Patreons, thank you again. I appreciate the support. You guys are the best. You really the only sport, because YouTube doesn't do jack. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And again, there's the link. Thank you, Joe, for throwing that out there. And Deland is, I assume, dropping Joe's link right now. So there we go. And here is John in the house. What's up, buddy?
Cheers, John. Cheers.
So how late did we go, John?
I tapped out at midnight Central.
Okay, so that's one my time. So I guess we got off about the same time.
I was hammered.
I was feeling pretty good myself.
And I had the day off, so I got woke up by the noon tornado siren today, which was great. I needed to sleep.
Oh, boy. Okay.
We got, that tornado siren the normal towns go off every Saturday? This goes off every single day at noon.
Every day?
Every day. I have no idea why, but every day at noon.
That must be a Wisconsin thing, because we have tornado sirens here, but they never go off unless there's a tornado. That's the only time.
This is the only town that does it. Every other town just does it on Saturday. So I don't know, fucked up town, but.
Well, I mean, so like they test them like twice a year just to make sure they're working, but outside of that, like they announce it over the PA system and also on the news. But otherwise, they only go off during tornadoes. So that's interesting.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I used to hate when I worked rotating shift. I come home at 8 in the morning, have a few drinks, go to bed at 11, and get woke up an hour later. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'd say. That pissed me right off. All right, so Peter White's saying Dalwhinnie is 43%. I don't know if that's the lowest. Anyway, we'll just go with it. I imagine they're all similar in proof.
I would think if they're 15-year-olds, they're probably 43 to 46.
Yeah. So I can't imagine there's a huge variance in proof. So we'll we'll just start with the Del Weenie because I've never had anything by them. So,
I'm sipping on the Glen Scotia Double Cask, and it's 46.
Okay. Yeah, I got three Glen Scotias here, I believe. Seems like, yeah. No, I misspoke. Two Glen Scotias.
Not peated. Nice and fruity.
There you go. Houston used to test tornado sirens at least once or twice a month when I was a kid. Interesting. Yeah, that's not a thing here. I don't know why. They test them like twice a year, maybe. Ours gets tested the first Wednesday of the month at 12 noon. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that we probably should test them more often.
Wouldn't hurt.
But we rarely do. Like I said, it's always announced on the radio. Larry 3R is saying, cheers all. That local radio station always announces, it announces two things. It announces anytime water has to be boiled, all the meth heads that got arrested the night before, and every time that the tornado sirens are going to be tested. Yeah.
And we had that tornado warning a couple weeks ago. I spent 3 hours in the middle of the night in the basement watching TV, and the siren never went off, even though we had a tornado warning.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah.
How did you know there was a warning out? The news or?
My phone beeped because I have the Weather Channel app.
Oh, okay.
And then my sister works for a local station, so their weather team was live all night, so I just watched it on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, if in all honesty, John, I don't even wait in the basement unless I hear the sirens, which is probably not the best practice.
Yeah, we had a F1 touchdown about 5 or 6 miles away that night.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I got the warning from my phone that I wasn't laying in bed asleep or something.
We do still have fire department sign. Tornado. That's right. The tornadoes.
Yeah. Sounded like a freight train.
Yeah.
They do. They definitely do. I've been close enough to hear one. That was down in Florida, though. But yeah, it definitely sounds like a freight train. That's the closest sound equivalent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever been that close. I've had the sirens go off, but never, anything crazy happen. So I guess I've been lucky with that.
Yeah, I would agree.
So in Florida, this was down in Ocala. It wasn't a huge storm or tornado, I should say. But so our little community of houses backed up to a bunch of these horse farms. So it was like open fields for miles. Like there was a ton of horse. This was back when Ocala was mainly horse farms and not mainly old people. But nonetheless, and so this tornado went right through this big horse farm that backed up to our community. So like we walked out in the field and got as close as was safely possible. And yeah, man, it was just a lot of roaring.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't get hit by a horse.
Yeah, true. I mean, I probably was unsafely close, honestly, but I was like 12, so I didn't know what a safe distance even was. It was very windy. I've been within 400 feet of tornado. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. You guys were really close. Yeah. And that thing did some damage. Yeah. Thankfully, this just hit some open fields in Ocala. I guess a couple of homes did get hit in that storm, but it wasn't nothing crazy. Love Nature. There you go. Whiskey Nature. Deland hit 200 subs last night. So again, folks, if you have not subbed to Deland, go ahead and give him the sub there. Show them all the YouTube love. Thank you. I'm just rinsing my glass out and also giving myself a little bit of a break after that 136 proof stuff there.
Yeah, that one's a little hot.
Also, everybody makes fun of my plastic cup. Jonathan hates it. But guess what? Ever since I've switched to the plastic cup, 0 glass is broken. So,
That's a good thing with the bare feet.
Saves money.
Yeah, I broke like 3 glasses in a month, which probably is related to other problems. But I was like, well, that's not going to change. So I might as well change my glassware to non-glassware. So,
There you go.
Anyway, so Del Weenie 15, shall we? Tornado gives the whiskey a good SJ. There you go. The Pecker House. Wait, I'm curious. Is the Pecker House Bill? Are you the Pecker House? Okay. Because what is it, Bill? Is it your Twitch or your one of his handles on one of his channels is Little Peckers, which is hilarious to me because I'm 5. Dear Cheech, Joe and Ben, Balweenie 15, Ballweenie, yes. It's actually Dow. I don't know. Have I been saying Bow? I have been saying Balweenie. It's Dowweenie. I'm just an idiot. So anyway,
either that or Fred's just trying to be funny.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I actually did say Ballweenie though. Yes, Bill shows everyone his peckers. It's true. He does. He had 4 peckers in his beard. This was about a month back. Yeah.
Well then, I guess we're done with Fred then.
It's a fact.
I mean, if he can handle 4 peckers at once, he's a better man than most of us.
That's right. Hey, multitasking. All right. Very light on the nose. This is non-peated, yes? The Dalweenie?
Yeah, it's not peated.
It's like a Speyside, then?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know that either.
Speyside Highland. Do a Speyside or Highland.
Okay.
I sent them so long ago, I can't actually remember everything that I sent.
It's just really easy drinking. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone not liking that. That's just, there's no bad notes at all. Very typical kind of Speyside light notes. Yeah, that's cool. So kind of like some pear in there, a little bit of maybe like apricot going on. Of course, your typical malt notes, obviously. Yeah, it's good. Very approachable. Yeah, it's a nice, easy drinking scotch. Like I imagine that'd be a cool scotch to kind of start your night off with.
And I think price-wise, I don't remember that being all that expensive. I mean, I think right around $40, $45. I don't remember that one being crazy on price. I look at it as kind of like the beginner scotch to get somebody into, or one of the beginners.
Yeah, I imagine. I actually, after maybe not tonight, but because I'm sure I'll be up so late that my wife will be asleep, but maybe tomorrow, I'm going to give my wife some of that. I imagine she will enjoy that. Yeah, it's just very approachable, very easy drinking. I kind of just guessed that'd be a good starting point because it was the lightest. So I'm, although that doesn't always mean anything, but yeah.
Heather Honeybomb. Okay, so it's got a little bit of that Highland Park kind of a note to it, that heather note, that floral.
Yeah. Okay. I guess.
I'll be right back. I'm going to turn my AC down just a little bit.
Definitely honey. A lot of honey. Yeah, I guess I could see a little bit of a floral thing, kind of back of the palate going into the finish. The finish is just very sweet, though. Just kind of a general sweetness, I guess, honey-esque. Yeah, it's good though. Yeah, I like that. And Shred saying, I remember the night that Bill took on 4 peckers. I try to forget. Highland, okay. Shred drank like twice in 2 weeks after that night. Way too sloppy. Hey, it's all right, man. We all have those nights where we get a little too fun. Nothing wrong with that. I remember Trish being very concerned about your peckers, though. That was fun. So up next, Deland, and I'll let you decide where you think we should go next, because I'm not super familiar with any of these. I've had the Glen Scotia 15, but it's been a long time, and I've had the Loch Lomond 14 before, but again, it's been a long time. So we got Loch Lomond 14, 18, Glen Scotia 15, and Double Cask, and then also Glen Grant 15. What do you think is probably next in order?
Maybe try the Glen Grant and then go the Scotia and then Loch Lomond.
Okay, sounds good, man. Also, I haven't really done this yet tonight. What's everyone drinking tonight in chat? Craig Leash 13 works as well for a start. Okay.
It's Craig Alecky.
That's probably certainly better than I said. I skipped like 5 letters.
Yeah, the Craig Alecky 13, it's another one that's really good for like beginners. It's very light, not a lot of overpowering notes, but it's very approachable and affordable for anybody that wants to get into Scotch.
Yep.
And I'm in no way like Peter White or Sugar Kitty when it comes to Scotch. I just know what I've had and what I like, and what John and Mark have mentioned to me, about maybe picking up here and picking up there. So,
yeah, I mean, kind of likewise, Delaney. I know what tastes good. Yeah, but I mean, the main reason, if in full transparency, the main reason I don't do Scotch reviews is because I can't say half the damn names. So it would just be a shit fest, me trying to pronounce the name every time. And then I just get corrected 1,000 times in the comments. So I'm not doing that shit. Yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't that bad, Bill. Like, I mean, I think everybody had fun. She was worried that like one of the chickens was going to get hurt. I mean, she's a lady. So they tend to, be somewhat motherly, whereas us guys are, well, we're idiots. But, I mean, all the chickens or the peckers, if you prefer, they were all fine. They were very comfortably in your beard. I will try and fill in for Sugar Kitty, but will likely fail. No problem, Peter White. Appreciate the help, man. Backbone Prime, good and cheap. Okay. Interesting. I imagine that's a McGup source. So, Skullcap Guy says, smoke cigars and sip whiskey with neighbors, friends and family. We'd all be in a better place. That's true. That and no dudes who be dressing like women. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, freaking America. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, old school America, not new school America. Glen Grant 15 should have more punch. Okay. We'll be getting there shortly.
So does Bill have chickens?
He has baby chicks, yeah.
Baby chicks? So
Well,
I have
both and chickens. Yeah.
So I have chickens too. Him and I should do a collaboration on something and incorporate the chickens into the video.
For sure, man. Yeah, I live in a place where I could have chickens. I just I don't like eggs, and that's the main reason to have chickens. I mean, there is like obviously the chicken itself, but that you don't actually use your chickens for chicken that often. You mainly use them for eggs and fertilizer. And like, I don't have a big enough garden that I need to have that amount of fertilizer, and I don't like eggs. So that's like 2 of the main reasons I have chickens kind of gone. My wife likes eggs, but she doesn't. She eats them like maybe once a week. So we just buy just buy local people's eggs, which are like $2 a dozen. So whatever. Yeah, there's a chicken lady that lives like right around the block from us, and she sells eggs dirt cheap. So there's no reason for me to go through the whole process of owning chickens, other than like maybe like pets. But I have a dog, so yeah. Also, hey. I don't like taking care of things. That's why I don't have kids. So yeah,
it's enough to take care of the dog.
That's it. Yeah, and he is a lot, and also is babied way too much. But anyway, into this Glen Grant. Maybe even lighter on the nose. Similar notes, but yeah, it's kind of those light fruit notes. Maybe like maybe just a hint of pineapple. Probably not as citrusy as pineapple, though. So probably still more like pear. I like that better, though. That has more body than the Dalwhinnie. It's a little thicker on the palate. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I think of the two, I prefer this one.
I think once you get into the 14 and the 18, I think you're going to find that they have a little bit more also. The double cask I look at is it's not, for me, it's not like a Woodford double oak, but for me, I kind of get some of those different notes off of it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. This has a little more going on than the Dalwhinnie. It's a little more dense, a lot more body to it, which is nice. The nose is lighter though, so the nose is kind of deceiving there, but the palate's much more interesting. Yeah, I think that would be my starter pour of the two for sure. Yeah, that's. Do you know price wise where these align? Like, what's any idea what the price point is on either of them? No, you don't have to like Google or anything like that. It's just I was wondering.
No, I don't remember. It's been so long since I bought the bottles.
Okay,
it's been a few months.
Yeah, and go ahead, Glenn. Sorry.
I probably want to say for that one. Which one was that one? That was the Glen Grant 15.
Glen Grant 15, yeah.
So I want to say that's probably around $70 or $80.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable for that. It's a nice bottle. Shred saying Sean's recent experience with chickens, alive or otherwise, would have me not trusting his words. I mean, that was definitely at a restaurant. Like, had I prepared them at home and been sober, we would not have had any issues. Anyway, chicken bones. Besides John knows Scotch as well as anybody else. Okay, I know what you're trying to say there, Peter. Did I read it wrong? I feel like I read it right. Whiskey Nature, yeah. Whiskey Neat, pick. What?
It's talking about a Balcones pick.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Right. I saw that. Yes, there you go. Heck yeah, man. Those Balcones picks are freaking fire.
Yeah, Cheech, but 60 of them a week might raise your gas pressure.
Man, 60 eggs, dude. That's so many eggs. Like, that is easily more eggs than I've had in my lifetime. Like, at most, if I get breakfast, I'm getting 2 scrambled eggs, and I might do that twice a year. And I'm 41, so it's not quite as many. I've eaten more eggs over my whole lifetime than that, but not by a lot. Only like twice as many as you eat in a week. So in 2 weeks, you've eaten more eggs than I've ever eaten in my whole life. It's a lot of eggs, Cheech. It's a scary amount of eggs.
Okay, if those are hard boiled, then you're going to get the gas pressure.
I can't even tell. Just the smell of eggs makes me hate life. Peter, eating
even
eggs.
Worse, John, even worse, hard boiled and pickled.
And that's true. It does not. That is a misnomer that eating eggs raises your blood pressure or cholesterol. Any of the things actually. I just don't like them. Although if you do them soft scrambled, mixed with a little bit of heavy cream and some black pepper and just a small amount of salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder, I can eat them.
I do scrambled with shredded cheddar and a bunch of Cholula hot sauce.
Okay, yeah, I can see that working. I mean, minus the cheddar because I'm anti-cheese, but I know there's a lot of weird things.
Yeah, you'll never get across the border into Wisconsin now, man.
It's true. Although in fairness, John, I'm not trying to. I came here for bad music. Oh, I'm sorry to let you down, Lee. I apologize. We will get back to Mash and Metal. Don't worry. It hasn't gone anywhere. I just had a lot of samples I needed to get through, and I figured doing it on Whiskey Wars just makes more sense. So, no gas. I'm on 0 meds. There you go. Cheech has Huevos, yes. It took me a second there. I should probably know that since my wife is fluent in Spanish. 60 eggs a week isn't too wild. I mean, it's a lot. It's a shitload of eggs.
I mean, if you eat 2 eggs a day, that's 14 eggs. That's a lot of eggs.
Yeah, but 60 is. I mean, that's like 8 a day, 9 a day. It's a lot of damn eggs.
Yeah,
We get 3 jumbos for a breakfast. I think that's a lot.
Breathing raises my blood pressure, says Joe. There you go. If you make them not taste like eggs, I'll eat eggs. Sean, Whiskey Horse. Yeah. I mean, that's basically the goal. If you add enough heavy cream and also seasonings, then I can eat eggs. That's the only way I can eat eggs. Sean, you don't like omelets? No, I do not. I mean, if you put an ungodly amount of bacon and ham, then I would like an omelet. Yeah. Otherwise, no. I like what chickens become once they come out of the egg and become adults. I don't like eggs though. I like meat. And you can quote me on that one.
Click that.
Clipping it now.
Stop recording.
Yeah, I mean that's why I hunt. Meat is where it's at, man. Not the things that the meat produces. Yeah, give me the meat.
Yep.
All right, moving along. So you said next the Glen Scotia, yes, Deland?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the 15 before the double cask. That makes sense.
Maybe the double cask before the 15.
Okay.
Deland, was it this one?
Yes.
Really
I'm
tasty.
pretty sure it's that one.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like a straight up pot distilled one for sure. Great mouthfeel to that. I just had a pour of that.
There you go. Joe clipped it. Very nice. I had chicken and eggs for dinner tonight. Okay, there you go. Which one came first? Doesn't matter. Cheech ate both. Yeah.
And that one should be 92%. And it was right around $65.
Cool, man.
Since
that was really good.
Yeah, and since all the bottles are at home, I'm trying to look them up real quick as you're getting into them, just so I can give you a little bit to, have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my wife is definitely the egg eater in the house, and she too eats a lot of hard-boiled eggs. Not really my thing at all, but more power to you guys. Whatever.
Do you
Also,
like deviled eggs?
no, that's the worst. That might be my least favorite kind of egg. Like I said, there's only one way I eat eggs, and that is soft scrambled with heavy cream. I already went through this. I'm not going to go through it again, but all the things I said.
Never had the beauty of an egg salad sandwich then.
Yummy.
I wouldn't even want to. That would be that'd be like a nightmare. That's what that is. Why did you do this to bread? Bread didn't deserve this.
I didn't toast it. What the heck?
Also, cheers, Jody. What's up, buddy?
Oh yeah, cheers, Jody. This one, the Glen Scotia Double Cast, is one you're pouring now.
Yes, sir.
Says it's a classic Campbelltown malt, finished in mature American oak and Pedro Jimenez sherry cask.
Oh well, I feel like I'm going to like this then.
It's got that sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Really good, rich, mouth coating kind of a feel to it. It's great. I liked it. May have a little bit of that Campbelltown funk, but more fruity than anything.
That's just a nice whiskey. Yeah. It's a little light, which is interesting. I feel like it has a lighter mouthfeel, which is surprising to me than the Glen Grant.
Well, the Glen Grant's definitely older. So that was a 15-year.
Mm-hmm.
This one's not that old, I don't think.
And the Glen Grant was 100 proof. This is only 92 proof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Let's see. Doesn't say. There's no age statement on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking bourbon, because usually, like in the bourbon world, a double cast is going to be kind of thicker and heavier. Okay, but I mean, I like it though. Very nice notes. You can definitely tell there's more wood influence there, which I appreciate. You can taste that American oak. America.
And then you get a little of that sweetness from the Pedro Jimenez, the sherry cask. Get some of that sweetness, and
yeah,
yes, maybe I don't know if it's from the triple distilled, the pot distill. You get that kind of mouth coating type of thing, or what?
Yeah, I would say that the sherry especially shows up on like back of the palate and then the finish especially.
Do you find it drying, or do you find it that it's mouth watering? I don't remember it being drying.
No, not drying at all. I would say if I had any complaint, I think it's a very nice whiskey. It's a little on the thin side. But I mean, I like there's no bad notes at all. I mean, I think everything in this is very pleasant. Like I said, it comes across a little bit watery on the palate. I think the finish is very nice.
We should have sent him Ardbeg.
Yeah, it's just a little bit thin. I mean, I'm not saying it's not watery is probably not the best way to describe it. It's a little thin on the palate, but I mean, it's a very nice drinking scotch.
I mean, and that's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I've had so far, I think most of your scotches are not meant to slap you upside the head.
No,
they're
not
supposed to be kind
the
of light and easy sipping. Most of them.
Yeah,
especially the single malts. The single malts are supposed to be nice. I'm going to put it like this: nice, gentle, welcoming. Not, I just put an ashtray in my mouth and lit a fire. So
yeah. I mean, I'm basically like like this is kind of like the party that Jonathan was at earlier playing board games. And I'm looking for more like a BDSM orgy, which is kind of the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, and you did come from 137 proof bourbon earlier, which yes, you cleansed your palate, but that still does, do a little bit of stuff to the palate.
But like I said, I probably should have done these in reverse order because I mean, even though the Glen Grant probably doesn't have as many notes going on. It's definitely more dense on the palate. Whereas this, I mean, as you guys have already pointed out, like this feels, you can tell it's younger. There's just not as much, the oils from the barrels haven't had as much time to get into the liquid, so it's just not quite as dense.
Well,
but, yeah,
most of the oils are already gone by the time that the barrels arrive in Scotland. They've been used up over here in the U.S. So when they get them, they're 4 to 6 or more years old.
Yeah. But that said, I mean, the finish on that is really nice. This actually reminds me a lot of my what is this guy? I imagine that the Glen Scotia 15, and actually I don't know where this is sourced from. I remember me and Ben were talking about, but the Kirkland 17 year, lot of similar notes in this to what's going on here. Yeah, so yeah, I like that. That's it's a good one. Like I said, if I was nitpicking, that'd be my only complaint. It's just a little on the thin side, but they're still very drinkable, very nice, very pleasant. I hope that maybe some of you non Scotch drinkers are getting something from this, because I know a lot of people have an issue with peat, and all of these have none. So I think that any one of these would be, well, true. Yeah, we are going to get to the Octomore and later, so that'll have some, I assume.
Just the hint of peat.
Yeah, but I mean, in fairness, though, once you get into peat, it's so damn good. I mean, my favorite peated sample last year was an Octomore. What was it? 11.1, I think. Man, what a bottle!
Oh, like we did one of the stuff we had from Alex.
Yeah.
Oh man,
those were really good. I think it was the 11.
But I mean, so for you for all you folks that hate peat, though, I think this flight that I'm going through from DeLand might convert you to Scotch, because I mean, I can't imagine anyone not liking these. Like, there's nothing to not like. It's just they're very approachable, very nice flavors, very light. I mean, great. Like, even if like you came from like mowing the lawn, you're like sweating your ass off, this would still be like refreshing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you see the comment above there, what Sugar Kitty too, most of Scotch is not peated.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I mean, that's my wheelhouse, but yeah, to that point, yeah, most of it is not. Remember when KFC made a sandwich using chicken patties instead of bread? Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Sean,
Chicken on chicken.
Sean may need I have no idea what that is. Let's try it. Okay. Rosuvastatin. Yep. Feel like I nailed it.
Is that anything like riboflavin?
Yeah, I got no idea.
I see statins. I wonder if that's a cholesterol med.
Be right back.
Possibly.
There you go.
I'm on a cholesterol med that's called a torvastatin.
The only boiled eggs I eat are deviled.
Yeah,
you can
deviled eggs.
You can have all of them, Jody. You can have all of them.
Heck yeah, I can eat half a dozen of those myself, easily.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. Type 2s. Yeah. For all you folks dealing with diabetes, yeah, eggs are great. Like yourself though, Woods. When I first went like low carb, I tried to do a lot of eggs. I got burnt out in like a week. I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. This is
quarter cask.
I'm not going to solo you for that, Deland.
It's the only Scotch I have here.
It's all right. Hey, I'm still holding a grudge against Lefroy until they give me something that doesn't suck. Deviled eggs are the best kind of eggs. Extra spicy I don't like no. Dijon mustard is okay, but it should be on something else.
No.
Also, it needs to be spicy Dijon mustard if you're going to put mustard on anything. And then, secondly, on top of all that, why? No, just get meat again. Give me meat.
Pardon me. Do you have any gray poupons?
Yeah. Easy sipping. That's why I don't get along with Scotch. Yeah. I mean, as all of you know, I like things that just punch you in the face. I eat 4 eggs and like 2 pounds of steak each day. Now, the 2 pounds of steak, I could get behind that. I mean, so literally, skull cap guy, I've eaten an entire chuck roast on my own for dinner because why wouldn't you? And I don't mean like cooked as a roast. I just cooked it as a giant steak, which you should do. I mean, it's chewy, but hey, just man the fuck up. Yeah, it's great. Just throw some Worcestershire sauce on there and you're good to go. Or wash your sister, however you say it. Yeah. Like Sugar Kitty will tell you at best, 20%. Hey, we got Slapshot in the house. About that guy up in Baltimore. Of all the places in all the world I could have met you, Brian, I met you in Baltimore. Glenn Grant.
Small world.
Yeah. I mean, still my favorite memory from Baltimore, aside from meeting all the great people, which obviously was the highlight. And then second would be whiskey. And then third would be the terrible pizza memory that became very funny only because we ironed the pizza. But outside of those memories, my favorite memory from Baltimore was certainly there's these signs all around Baltimore. And it says, keep Baltimore green, which that in itself is ironic. But what made it even funnier is there was a sign, and we were in a what's the word that all the lefties use these days? Urban. We were in an urban area, and there was one of these signs on the street corner, and there was a mountain of trash piled against this sign, which has to be just like the irony that Baltimore is. Like, I wish I had a picture. Me and Ben drove by it so fast I didn't have time, but it was hilarious to me. One of my favorite memories. That in the liquor store, there was also a cash advance on all in one. That was also great. I grew up in the southern U.S. Not sure I would trust a fried bologna sandwich from Montreal. Yeah, definitely not. They're not going to do it right. Also, smoked bologna is definitely a thing, and they don't even cut the plastic off. You smoke the whole damn thing on the smoker. But I'd give it a shot.
I've done that.
Doesn't it melt?
You would think so, but it doesn't. The plastic doesn't melt.
Wow.
Now, that said,
something.
You need an offset smoker. So, your bologna roll is down at the end. It's a slow smoke, low heat. I probably should know less things about bologna, but anyway,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, let's forget it. But is the bologna smoked before it's fried? That's the real question right there, Jody. Sean, you say same thing about all balcones. What was that in reference to? I don't know now. I'm behind in chat. Not that many minutes though. Only like 10. I'm doing like 5-ish. Good day, Brian. Also, cheers, Chris. I hear, Chris, that there's more balcones. If some of that should make it over to the Americas, no one would be sad, is all I'm saying. So did you get to try that last year, John? Have you had any of the...
No.
That... I really hope that Chris somehow, uses the prison wallet or whatever it takes to get some over here. That balcones is it's something else, man. It's probably my favorite balcones, and that's saying something. People on a low carb diet don't need cholesterol meds because your body burns the fat. That's right. This is a fact. Yeah, you literally can't. Yeah, it's the best diet ever. It's the hard part is sticking to it, which I've not been doing well lately because whatever. Because pizza mainly, that's the biggest problem. Is I love pizza.
All pizza.
Yeah, just pizza in general. It's awesome.
I've done that multiple times. The zero sugar, and after a couple weeks, the only thing I'm craving is the sugar and Heinz ketchup for some reason.
Interesting. Okay, that's a very specific need.
Yeah, I'm like, I need this ketchup right now.
Well, the thing with the pizza and the low carb, you can get a pizza bowl that has everything but the crust.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, there's just something about a New York style slice when it's done right and and it's nice and crispy and that thing just sticks out like a plank. Oh, that's just that's heaven right there, man. And you got good quality sauce, good quality cheese, just top-notch pepperoni. And I mean pepperoni, as in it's peppery as it should be, slightly spicy. All this bitch-made pepperoni out there that tastes like bologna.
Someone likes meat, he wants it to stick out like a plank. Okay, that.
Right. The theme of the night is I like meat and things that stick out like a plank.
And they've got to make its mouth water.
That's right. Yeah.
I agree, Woods. Oof.
Sean, give me meat. That's right. Sean, 2024, give me meat. Me and my youngest daughter go on the diet with me for the summer vacation. She loves getting to eat steak. Heck yeah, man. I mean, if you love steak, it's the perfect diet because steak is amazing. Yeah, I have like steak and burgers and bacon like all the time now. It's good. Sounds like no dumping signs in my area. Always surrounded by old tires. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Same here.
Same kind of thing. Yeah, old tires and trash, and probably at least parts of a kid's playground. For some reason, there's a lot of those that just get dumped in these areas.
And mattresses.
That's what I was about to say, and at least some part of a mattress.
Or better than that, a boat that has no reason to be there at all because there's no water for miles.
Yep.
Boofing balcones. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea. Keister whiskey, pass. If the Montreal Rest only has, oh, okay, on the menu, fried bologna sandwich, and they have survived for 70 years in same location. I say they do it. Okay.
I saw an episode. Do you remember Anthony Bourdain?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He went to that place, and it's the bologna's sliced really thin, almost like salami, and then they fry it and they put it with yellow mustard on a hamburger bun.
See, I don't know if I can get
It's a
behind
big
the yellow.
stack of bologna, though. It's
The yellow mustard would ruin it for me. Otherwise, that sounds great. Also, back to the samples. This Glen Scotia, quite tasty. The 15.
Yeah, Glen Scotia is a good pour, regardless of what bottle you get, really. I've got 3 different types of Glen Scotia.
I'm looking to get the
Irene
Victorian. I'm looking to try and pick up the Victorian.
Yeah, they got Victoria.
Victoria.
Victoriana.
Yeah, Victoria.
Yeah,
There
that
you go.
one.
Victoria. It's good, obviously. She's already getting low. Hard to find this one occasionally, though.
Yeah, Chris being a giant cock tease here will neither confirm nor deny if the triple sherry cast balcones will make it into our luggage. Fair enough, Chris. Fair enough.
So you're saying it's a possibility.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance.
There you go.
Yeah. Cheers to Jigs, the legend in the house. What's up, Jigs?
Cheers, Jigs.
Of course, again, Jigs will be battling Joe in about an hour and 20-ish minutes over on Joe's channel. So looking forward to that. And also, Jigs just, sending all the samples to all the people all the time. I'm certain I can say this in pretty safely say that no one has sent me more samples than Jigs. And there's a lot of generous people out there, but Jigs has sent me an egregious amount of samples. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Yeah. The legend himself. You can't have fried bologna without mustard. Well, yeah, I agree, but not yellow mustard. Ugh. That's for poor people.
You have something against French's mustard? Come on.
I do. I have a disdain for French's mustard. It just tastes like vinegar.
What do you put on your hot dog then?
Spicy mustard.
Okay.
Oh, spicy brown.
Yeah, and it has to be really spicy. I want some heat to it. Actually, what I actually generally do is I do like a spicy barbecue and a spicy mustard blend. I kind of like mix it up in a container and then I smear that on there. That's my favorite combination.
That's what he smears on his wiener. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. I like my wiener sauced up, man. Can't have the. Yeah, I already read that. Okay. Glen Scotia 15 is a very good value scotch. Yeah. As I mentioned before we got into this, I'd had this years ago and then kind of forgot how good it is. I'm gonna have to pick me up one of these. I'm quite liking this, Deland. Thank you, man. Where would you say this falls for you in your Scotch collection? Like, how do you value it? I guess you would say.
So, all of the Glen Scotias, I really like. I think those are my favorites. And when I'm going to the store and looking to get scotches, I check them first. And like me and Mark were just saying, I'm trying to get the Victoriana, which is kind of hit and miss when it's in. But that's the next one that I want to get. But yeah, the Glen Scotia is something that I really enjoy and would have more on the shelf if I could get them.
Yep.
Yeah. That's for sure. So far, that's the Scotch of the night. Yeah, that's a very nice Scotch.
And I think my next would be the Loch Lomond. I really enjoy the Loch Lomond also.
14 or I'm assuming we'll go 14 than 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got the 12.
Also, Chris is saying more sexy things in chat. Let's see here. I'm trying to source more bottles of Wild Turkey Rare Breed, uncut, unfiltered. Oh my God.
Sean, you better go get a towel.
I'm telling you. Thankfully, thanks to Ben, I got a pretty hefty sample of that earlier, and it's probably going to be in my samples of the year this year. like I couldn't believe how different it was. I mean, I'd seen lots of reviews and stuff, and I thought, because I've done reviews where you kind of, not that you're not telling the truth, but you're making it fun for the audience, so you maybe exaggerate a little bit, and so I assumed that that's what was happening, but it's like a special release of Rare Breed compared to regular Rare Breed. It's so much different. I couldn't believe how different it was. It's just, I mean, it's like I said, it's one of my favorite whiskeys I've had this year. It's so stinking good. It reminds me of like old turkey, like that doesn't exist anymore. It's just it's so good. I mean, kind of like we were talking about earlier, just like with like the denseness of the Scotch is growing, it's the same thing. So regular Rare Breed is like the thin on the palate thing compared to this just dense monster of a whiskey that is the Uncut Unfiltered. I could not believe how, and I did them that night when I went through it with Ben. I grabbed my current Rare Breed, which is not even a current. It was from 2020, so still 4 years old. And it's not even close. I mean, it's just, and what's crazy to me is now in my area, regular Rare Breed is like 60 to 70. And what is Uncut Unfiltered, Chris? Something like 50, 55, something like that. Dang. So it's less money for a better whiskey. And they're also a leader, right? You can correct me on all these things, Chris, but I feel like they're a leader.
And have you noticed that the Rare Breed rye, at least in my area, are $10 to $15 more than the regular Rare Breed?
Oh, yep. For sure, yeah. Yep.
Now the regular Rare Breed around me is about 40 to 45. It's steel.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen those prices since pre-COVID. Yeah. I was getting them at 40 to 45 pretty regularly before COVID. And then after that, now they're basically 60 to 65 everywhere. Some places are 70, which is pretty disappointing. Well, okay, so you're talking Aussie. So I don't know what the conversion is to reality, but no, I mean, I know that you Aussies get screwed pretty hard, man, when it comes to, because although I don't know if the conversion rate for you guys is better these days or worse, but I pray for you, Chris, because I know that, like, dude, Chris, when you're shipping pallets of whiskey, so man, you're losing a third of your money. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's rough. So that would be 90. So that's like 60 US. Yeah, so that's about what I'm seeing. Yeah, that makes sense. So John's getting the steal here then at 45. But what is everybody else seeing Rare Breed for? Like what prices are you guys seeing? John, not John. I'm sorry, Delan and Mark.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure you were still talking to us. Rare Breed is right around $50, $49, $50 in most places, and then like I said, the Rare Breed ride is $10 to $20 more than the regular Rare Breed.
Yeah, I'd see the rye probably around 60.
Yeah, Rare Breed rye is about 65.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So you guys still have the old school prices, which is nice. It's odd to me that the only place that's made is where it's the highest. But what can you
Peter
do?
says that the Canadian duty free, the Rare Breed's 55 Canadian. Holy cow, that's a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty cheap.
I don't know what Canadian is to USD.
1.3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range.
Okay. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm seeing, Bill. So apparently what we're learning is that Rare Breed is more expensive in the future, which is unfortunate. Chris living in the future here. So it does not bode well for us. Both Rare Breed and Rare Breed Rye are around 60 here in SoCal. Okay. Interesting. Usually Cali has the good prices, so that's surprising to me that it's that high there.
Well, they got to keep them drunk out there to get all the taxes and stuff.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, we got T-Rob in the house. Peter White also saying 60, 68.
Hey,
Okay.
Cheers,
I
T-Rob.
buy rare breed in North Carolina. It's normally 54, but it's on sale several times a year for. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's my old price there for sure. The 49, a long time ago. Rare breed is like 50 here. The rye is 60. Okay. Might have to make the trip up to Ohio to just scavenge for some low priced rare breeds. Say, I don't know if the gas it'd probably like balance out with the gas, but oh well.
Yeah.
10% better than the. There you go. We're gonna have a Canadian Aussie war here. There you go. No, Chris. Honestly, man, I know you. I was giving you Aussie some shit there, but can't wait to see you and Lil here in what 2-ish months, 2.5, something like that.
It'd be getting cooling off by then.
Yeah. We got the tailgate coming up and all kinds of fun stuff. And should a rare breed with my name on it make it over here, we all already know that I already owe you several sexual favors. So just added to my tab. No, honestly, man, but without the whiskey, I can't wait to see you guys. Like, we always have a blast. So looking forward to that. And as I said, have you guys got the Airbnb nailed down yet? Once you guys do, I guess just shoot me a text or message on Facebook or whatever the case. Because I want to not be such an idiot this year. Because last year I kind of did things last minute, and it was I could have planned better and made things easier for everybody involved. So we're going to try and do that this year. But bourbon is cheaper in Canada than Oz. Okay, didn't know that. Also surprising. Although, to the California point, though, Peter, it feels like that follows. It seems like, the more, how can we say this? It's not, you know what it is. When things are more, when liberty is lacking, alcohol prices seem to drop. That's the only way, yeah.
Sounds plausible.
Seems to be a good way to pacify the masses. Nice, can't wait to put it on. There you go. I spotted some Larceny cast strength on the shelf at retail yesterday for the first time in a good while. Okay. Which batch, Woods? I thought that A was decent. I think that B is a good batch. So if it's B, I would buy it.
So the B for me is a lot sweeter than A. A was a little sharp and hot, but the B I thought was a little sweeter and better to drink.
I agree, Deland. Also, so I agree. A has some sharpness, but it's also kind of also flat, which is weird. So it's hot and then it's flat on the mid palate, and then it's hot again on the finish. So it's kind of all the bad things in whiskey. It's fine. It'll get you drunk, but it's not great. But B batch is a buy. I think B batch is pretty good. Which that's kind of been the history for me, is that the B batch Larceny has been my favorite almost every year. There was one year that wasn't true. I think it was last year or 22. Anyway, one of those two, the C was better, but A has never been the favorite. Which Heaven Hill has.
C23 was really good for Larceny last year. I think that was one of their better pours out of the 23 series.
Yeah.
I got the A 23 and then the C 22 and 23.
Deland, I will say we continue to go up on the scale. I think this Loch Lomond is better even still than the Glen Scotia, and the Glen Scotia was very nice. So this is the Loch Lomond 14 again, and again, thank you, Deland. Yeah, Yeah, this has a little bit of spice, a little bit of barrel spice or something going on that the Glen Scotia didn't have, which I appreciate. A little more character there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really nice. Of course, I like things to be a little more bitey, so I like that slightly spicy finish. I mean, it's still very approachable. I mean, compared to, like this, like there's, this is still
Not much comparison to that one though.
yeah, but I like in the Scotch world, this has a little bit of a spicy finish that I appreciate. It's kind of gives a little more character.
And I'm thinking you should enjoy the 18 then.
Yeah, just a little bit of pepperiness there on the finish. Yeah, that's a really nice. Oh, give me a second, guys.
Mm.
And the Loch Lomond 18 is one of the best values out there right now. That's only like $75, $80.
Wow, that is
See,
cheap.
I want to say they were a little bit more expensive than that here, but where I found them was at a liquor store,
Okay.
and they're very good for having their prices $5 to $10 higher than what they probably should be. So I may have paid up for a couple of those, but I'm not going to complain. $100 for an 18-year-old,
No,
maybe in
that's
Scotch. That if you look at I kind of looked at it like you do bourbon, $10 a year. Okay, now, I paid around $100 for an 18-year-old Scotch. I can't really complain to that,
Yeah.
No,
It's I got
No,
kind of a
because-
peach note off of that one.
most of the 18-year-olds, you're probably looking at least 150 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So yeah, I have not been disappointed with any of them. Like the lower ones, I mean the Glen Alec E13, the Del Weenie, yeah, those are kind of more of your budget entry level scotches, but they're good. I also like Amber Fiddy, Amber Fiddy. however you say it.
Yeah.
I like those too, but
Yep.
those were kind of my getting into Scotch
Mm-hmm.
bottles, and then went up from there. So
Mhm.
I've went through a couple bottles of Amber Feldy. It's good stuff. I like it. It's
Mhm.
it's nice light. It's not one of those that you're gonna fight to drink.
Yep. And I was kind of looking at different ones to have, kind of like Sean said earlier. If you have somebody over that's not really a Scotch fan,
Mm-hmm.
they may end up liking those because they're lighter, a little bit easier to drink. And
This one I found quite a lot of people will like this one because it's real light, it's low proof, and
Mhm.
it's just real fruity. There's no peat at all in it. It's an 80 proofer, and well, yeah, you can see, But I've tried, a lot of people was like, oh, I don't know if I ever like Scotch or anything. And I'm like, here,
Right.
try this, and they'll go, hey, that's really good,
Mhm.
So it's not, not like most of your bourbons where you get one or two notes and that's pretty much it. These you get a lot of other notes. This one is real. For me, it's real fruity. A lot of like Mediterranean type fruits and stuff on it. Plus the sweetness of the rum cast too adds to it. So it's quite tasty.
and those are one of those bottles that maybe not that one exactly, but a lot of the Glenlivets are very accessible, and you
And
don't
it's
have a
that.
problem finding.
From that one, we go straight to this.
See, I've been wanting to pick one of those up. There's just so many it's like, do I pick this up or do I look over here for this?
Yeah,
Get the Port Charlotte first. You'll be happy you did.
Gotcha.
yeah. Port Charlotte's is good. I mean, I like it. It
That's
says
one you're
heavily
going to say,
peated,
I wish
but
I would have bought this sooner.
if you like peat at all, you'll like that one.
So in Lefroy Ardbeg area, how is that on the peat? Because I love Lefroy and I love Ardbeg.
It's a completely different style of peat.
Gotcha.
I think. But quite good. I mean, it's got that nice smoky peat to it.
It's a little bit
But it's
sweeter.
it's not the medicinal, peat like Lefroy is.
Yeah, it's a sweeter peat. It's not as briny.
Gotcha.
Yeah, quite good.
Awesome.
That 18 was really, really good. That sample I had.
Yep, I've got.
That's for Charlotte. Oh,
that's much 18 I got left.
yeah, I killed that sample already. That was so good.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
I was surprised that the peat held up for 18 years. But
Yeah, surprisingly, it's not as peaty as I would have liked it to be, but 18 years the cask going to soak up a lot of that.
Peat mellows with age.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I love and I find hilarious, and it's the same thing with bourbon, but I think because of the smoke and the peat, but you leave the glass in the sink overnight, and then you go back to it in the morning and you smell it. It smells exactly like it was the night before. Cool. And it's I
do that in the morning with an empty Glen that I had Ardbeg in it, and I'll just smell it in the morning. It's like,
yeah, it gets a lot more campfire-y, smoky in the morning once it dries out some.
Yep. Everything all right, Sean?
Unmute. Unmute, Sean.
No, everything's not good, but we'll be okay. Yeah. Let's see. Where were you? Sorry, guys. Had a little bit of a thing I had to deal with there. Rum finishes are one of those things that I really like one pour of, but then I move on to other stuff. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but that Glenlivet rum finish, it's not overloaded with rum at all by any means.
I would say that about Amberana too. I can handle one pour at most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of my thing.
Like into the night kind of thing there on the Amberana. Yeah, like
a
nightcap kind of deal.
Yeah, the RD1 Amberana for me is kind of like the peated Scotch. At the end of the night, when I'm ready to be done, just want to sit and relax. I'm not going to be drinking anymore. I'll have that or a Lefroy or an Ardbeg, and then that's it. But I won't drink that the whole night.
I might. Or at least half of the time anyway.
I'm going to get to a point at the end of the night. It's probably not going to matter what I put in the glass.
Yeah. I mean, I may go from like Ardbeg 10 to Lecheg 10, to Port Charlotte or, something like that. Sean, are you gathering up the names for the wheel?
You guessed exactly what I'm doing. You must have known by my silence. Yeah, so I am, in fact. I'm just making sure that the wheel is updated. I'm just comparing it to my current patronage, whatever the thing is. I will say, for all you content creators out there, I don't like the way that Patreon is set up now. It's more confusing to see who's actually active. Because it used to just show who was a Patreon right now. Because seeing who was a Patreon in the past doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so now you have like 5 different lists that you can possibly view. And I just need to know who's a Patreon now. But nonetheless, so I forgot there is one name I'd have to add. Jody became a Patreon last month. Appreciate that, Jody. Yeah. Let's see here. Who else is not on the wheel? I am gathering the wheel together. That said, though, again, this Loch Lomond 14, man, just favorite of the night next to the Glen Scotia. I would say we kind of went almost in order as far as I would say Glen Grant. So here's my order so far for anyone that cares. The Dalwhinnie 15 would be my last place, but that said, it's not bad at all. It's just very light.
Right.
Then Glen Scotia Double Cask would be my 4th favorite. Glen Grant 15 would be third. Glen Scotia 15 would be second, and then so far, Loch Lomond 14 would be first place. But we still have the 18 to get to, so I imagine that will probably be more interesting. We'll see here in a minute. Just verifying I have everyone on the wheel. We're not spinning yet because maybe some more folks will pop in, but I just trying to get the wheel together a little bit ahead of time. That way I don't put it off till the last second and forget, because that tends to happen. I don't know why. So let's see here. I got. No, he has.
What'd you pour there, John?
I'm now on to the game of what was my last pour last night that I put the cap on.
Oh, that's always.
I put to bed.
Oh. Okay, so it's a guessing game.
Sitting here with this beautiful cap on it all night.
Oh, perfect.
That is a fun game. Yeah, a great way to test your knowledge, especially like if you're trying to do blinds or something.
There's a bunch of 4 whiskey that I pulled out last night. So.
Oh, okay. Fun. All right. So, guys, I'm gonna. What do you think? Now, I don't really celebrate birthdays, but there was 2 guys that are. Also, I'm getting some echo all of a sudden now. I don't know where that's coming.
I went outside.
I have my mic turned off.
Fair enough. Man, that's a echo aside. That's an interesting looking sky you got going on there, Deland. Very
cloudy,
very ominous.
I figured out what I was drinking. So.
What's that?
It was after I was staying up and down all night last night. You couldn't drink scotch yesterday. I poured a little scotch after midnight.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of the Glen Alecky 10 cast strength in the bottom of the Glen, and then poured Turkey 101 to make a sherry turkey.
Oh.
It's really good, by the way. If you blend with like a little bit of a sherried scotch, put some rare breed or some 101 in there.
Wow, okay.
I'd say like 75-25 turkey.
Okay.
I got the idea because I never got about the Master's Keep Revival, which was the sherry one. So I just tried different scotches and tried to make one on my own.
Okay. That's a cool idea.
Woods reminded me he is active. You were on the wheel, brother. I appreciate you, Woods. Thank you, bud.
Yeah, I took one sip and I'm like, hey, that's Glen Alecky. Okay.
And tell you what, man, if you win, Woods, you're getting my only leather coaster. This is the only one to ever exist, but you're getting it if you win. Actually, I'll make that sacrifice for anybody that wins tonight. Obviously, I can only give out one because there's only one that exists, but nonetheless. So I guess for June's winner, you get the coaster. I don't really. What can I give away? The thing is, I'm running out of stuff. I'm basically out of stuff. I have. This isn't quite as exciting, but for July, I need to go with John. John, you get a Whiskey Wars keychain thingy, so that's something. Yeah, so that'll be the 2 things I give away in addition to the whiskey samples that are always happening. And I think this month, actually for both months, I'm going to give out a 1-ounce sample of this guy, which just, my God, the best rum I've ever had, pretty clearly.
Yeah, I just had a sample from Jonathan that I killed. Man, that stuff's insane.
Yeah, so both June and July winners get an ounce of this. And then also, I'm going to give an ounce away of this. Oh, Jesus. Not doing well. The samples are catching up. This was really good. So the Knob Creek Boo Rye, if you guys haven't had this, I couldn't believe how good this was for like $50. Yeah, it's really like $45-$50. Really good. I'm going to send out a sample of that. Hopefully it talks you guys into buying one. I'll also send
it first. I haven't seen it.
I'll also send out a sample of the B524 Larceny, which I think is the best batch of the year and just a good batch in general. And then what else did I get recently? There was something else. Oh yeah, I haven't cracked it yet. I was planning to. Either way, you're going to get a sample of this, both June and July winners. This was a pick of the Old Forester barrel proof pick that I got in Baltimore. We tried it at the bar before we bought it. I can tell you from the sample we had, this is my favorite Old Forester barrel proof I've had so far. It's pretty.
What's the proof on that one?
It is 130.1, which is not the highest, but just, man, the notes in this bottle are they're very tasty. Very tasty.
Yeah. Yeah, those single barrel picks they're always turned out really good.
Does that drink hot? I've heard a lot of them drink hot. Does that drink hot?
This one does not. So real quick, also let me bring Ben on before I get too drunk to remember. Cheers, Ben. What's up, buddy?
Cheers, Ben.
So I have two others. This is a pick that Ben got me, which is good. This was much better than my first one. The first one I got, to your point, Deland, was just freaking hot. Like, I still say to this day, the hottest whiskey I own by a mile. And I have hazmat stuff, and still, that Old Forester pick is insane. This one, though, very good. This is a pick from Ben. The hot one is down there somewhere. I don't even drink it anymore because it's not very drinkable. But this just very off profile for an Old Forester, but like in a good way. Yeah. So I think you guys will enjoy that. Whoever wins tonight. So you're getting the Boo Rye, which again, kind of a more budget friendly bottle, but that's kind of why I'm sending it out, because I feel like you guys are going to like that and going to want to buy one. So you get to try it before you buy it, kind of thing. Old Forester pick, the B524, which again, kind of try before you buy, and then this guy, which I wish all of you could buy one, but my God, this rum is just so stinking good.
And neither Todd nor Andy is ever going back there.
Yeah, I don't think we're. So, Great Shot, I think what I'm going to do is just send you a very hefty sample, because I've heard nothing back from Andy. So,
no worries.
Yeah. I was hopeful that I could get a third one and just send it directly to you, but that doesn't seem to be a thing that's going to happen. So, life.
I'll have to pressure Todd into no still Austin until I get one of those rums.
There you go.
You know what? You should text him right now, and then they'll get on the ball and get motivated. Because honestly, like I really wish more people in the community could try that, because it's so stinking good. I can't believe how good it is for $40. Yeah, actually like 38. Yeah.
Heck yeah. One of the companies down here, Andalusia, they're putting out some rum, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm betting it's going to be pretty tasty.
I've had nothing bad from Andalusia.
Yeah, they put out some good stuff. They really do.
So Bill's saying those super hot Old Foresters are awesome. So he's into it. He's into the heat. Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye is the hottest whiskey I have. Not the highest proof, but it drinks hot. Yeah, I mean, same with me, man. My first Old Forester pick I ever got, I think it's like 131 proof, but my God, it's unpleasant. Like, it has been open for a long time, and still, like, it's
a gentleman of stature that would really enjoy the rest of that bottle. Don't like it.
Who's that? Oh, I know who. A little bit of DP action.
Yeah, it seems like he's a little down on it. Like, I was thinking about sending him something myself. They'll pick me up.
Do you have his address?
I believe I can acquire it, but I think I have it.
If you haven't been, I need to get a bunch of samples together this weekend.
I just washed like 60 sample bottles out because the last box of sample bottles I got, like normally I rinse them. They were filthy. They were like cloudy.
Yeah, I got it. I remember you showing those off. Yeah.
So I washed like a whole rack of them, and they're drunk right now.
Yeah, I got something like 60 or so clean, but those go fast. So
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, so yeah, if you get it, shoot the address to me, and then I'll surprise Derek with some Old Forester.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have 3 different picks, I think he'd appreciate that.
Do any of you guys remember I was pouring a lot of samples for people last night, right?
You were?
Yeah. Do you remember who I poured Central Standard for besides Jigs?
Now, come on now. There's no way any of us are going to remember that's something that specific.
Nope.
I poured 2 samples of it. I have a pile for Jigs from last night. I have a pile for Rusty from last night. And then I have one standing alone, and I don't remember who it was. And I really don't want to go watch that shit show.
All I remember is Central Standards. You were trying to tell me what stores had those single barrels.
Yeah, because I
okay, Bill. So if you have it, please just if you don't mind to shoot me his address, I'd appreciate it, brother.
So Ben, you don't remember all the bottles you said you were going to send me last night?
Hey Jen, how we doing?
You want to see a picture of them all?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
All right. So go ahead. What are we doing?
I'm gonna take a picture of my dick for Delant.
I believe I have everyone that has been here on the wheel. Let me double check before I spin. All right, so actually let's show off the wheel, and then I'm going to pour my second to last sample tonight. So let's present the wheel, and I will leave it in order before we shuffle. If you do not see your name and you are present, please let me know now. I'll let it just kind of spin around for a few minutes here. What, Ben?
I don't see my name.
You're Ben right there in blue, right near the top of the wheel right now.
Right above Woods.
Are you saying boo like take your name off the wheel? I don't know what the boo's for. Anyway.
I was booing 1 ounce sample.
Well, you're also getting some merch. It's not the most exciting thing ever, but you're getting some merch.
I ain't gonna get shit. I don't win. So
well, I can't control the wheel. Anyway, so also, if you are not a Patreon, this is your last chance to sign up. Just saying. So if one of you mods don't mind to drop the link before we spin the wheel. Actually, William Hall is here.
I think he's in there.
Feel like he should be. No?
I don't know.
But either way, cheers to you, Will. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Yep.
Welcome to the stream, Meg. It's been a minute. Appreciate you. Will is the reason that I don't sound terrible. So, yeah. So thank you, Will.
Yeah. Also,
what about Taz?
It was old advice, but I think I sound a little better.
Did I miss Chris? Holy shit, I did. You know what? Now I'm never getting that turkey bottle. Damn it.
Man. Boo!
I apologize. In fairness, I am not sober. That's why I said if you don't see your name, please say something, because I was pretty certain that I didn't get everyone. So my apologies, Chris. I suck again.
Sean?
Yes, sir.
Cheers, Jeffrey White.
Somebody is echoing a lot.
That's you.
I don't think it's me.
Wait, what the hell is it? God damn it.
You shared your own StreamYard. That's why you're echoing.
Wait, what? I'm not sharing. I mean, I was, and then I closed it because
going anywhere.
Because I'm not sober. All right, so let's get the wheel back up. All right. All right, let's try again. I was in the middle of typing Kristen Lil, and then I hit something that made the wheel disappear. All right, let's reshare the up-to-date wheel. All right, with Kristen Lil on there, And due to my inequities, Chris, I threw an extra entry on there for you. My bad.
Is Will supposed to be there?
So I mean, you're kind of calling him out. So I was trying to.
The one who brought up that he should be on there. That was all.
So on my active list, Will is not on my active list.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's fair.
We'll put in that he's not a current Patreon. He put it in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. So I believe everyone that has shown up tonight that is a current Patreon is on the wheel now. Aside from Christian Lale, who I'm an idiot. I apologize again. But now you have an extra entry, Chris. So there's that. Because I'm an idiot. So anyone else not see their name before we give this thing the shuffles and the spins? Support the arts. You chief sons of bitches. There you go. There's the Whiskey Wars Patreon. Appreciate that, Woods. Cheers, buddy. Brian saying he sees himself. That's good. So I have not completely failed tonight. Again, there is the Patreon link, and there's the Patreon link. I'm going to just let this roll for like another minute or two. If anyone else feels the need to sign up to this shit show, I appreciate that very much. While I do that, I'm going to pour my final sample from DeLand here, the Loch Lomond 18. Actually, we'll take the wheel down for this. We're kind of doing a bit of a build-up here, building anticipation, let's say. You are now trying to suck up for delivery. That's true. That's true. You caught me. I was so covert, and you caught me.
All right through that plot.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll stop sharing for now. Let's talk about this Loch Lomond 18.
Do you have to?
All right. So, final sample from DeLand. I can't wait to. This is the one I was probably looking forward to the most. I'm curious about this. I've never had this one. Like I said earlier, I had
one of the most reasonably priced 18-year scotches there is.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I've had the Loch Lomond 14 and the Glen Scotia 15 before. I said that before we started all this. The others were all new to me. Never had this one though, so curious.
It is delicious.
I think that's the only 18-year-old scotch I know of that's sub 100 right now.
Really? Dang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about 80 bucks
for 18 years.
Oh boy. So Chris saying I need to start to locate your new hat now, and it's going to be rainbow sparkles if I can find one. Tell you what, Chris, if you bring me a rare breed, uncut, unfiltered, and the rainbow sparkles hat, I feel like that will just kind of balance out. So, I will wear the rainbow sparkles hat while I drink my rare breed, uncut, unfiltered, and that feels like that will just kind of balance the scales of evil.
So, no, I think if he brings the rare breed, uncut, unfiltered, he brings the sparkle hat, there has to be some type of suspenders involved.
Tell you what, okay, just to up the ante, if you want to bring rainbow suspenders as well, Chris, then we'll do it. We'll do the whole damn thing one night. This will be a one night only occurrence.
and a pair of Daisy Duke shorts.
That's not happening.
All right, that got weird. I was gonna say suspenders with no shirt, but then you went to the shorts, and it's like,
so the whole ensemble with the suspenders and everything,
What that you can see the bottom of the pocket sticking out.
Me out to land. I don't even want to see that much of me. It's making this great scotch taste bad. As long as you're not only wearing the rainbow sparkles hat. Okay, fair enough. Mark beat me to it. Pretty sure. Yeah, so I think that's maybe a nice addition. The rainbow hat has to say sassy. Oh, Jesus. I hope this hat doesn't exist. I really do. Anyway, this Glen Scotia 18 is very nice. Again, folks, for all you Patrons, we'll be doing the giveaway here in just a minute. If you're not a Patreon, you have time. The links are...
William Hall is now. Again.
Links are there and there. So feel free to sign up. And, well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you, buddy.
No, put them in.
Let me add you to the wheel. Finding you.
Oh, no. John, it's on now.
I just had it left.
Let me help you with that.
Sorry, I'm looking at. Okay.
Go.
You've thrown down the gauntlet to Chris, and he's picking it up.
Oh boy, can't wait to read these comments. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I worked at a bar, and this bartender would wear tick fireman.
Thick.
Oh, that makes more sense. With no shirt. She made, well, I mean, oh, it's a she. Well, then obviously, yeah, that checks out. You are making this into a challenge that Lil and I will love to accept and make happen. Oh no! All right, challenge accepted. Like I said, there's a caveat though. If the rare breed uncut doesn't make it, I'm not wearing any of this case yet. So I will wear it for a whole. Tell you what, I will wear it for 2 full streams if the rare breed makes it over to the States. So the suspenders
and you know what's funny? I don't ask them for anything.
Hey, well, I am making a sacrifice here, Ben. I'm going to be wearing a sparkly, sassy rainbow cowboy hat.
Sean, nobody believes that's a sacrifice for you.
You know what, Ben?
Oh, come on now. Sean's a manly man.
Hello there, Amy Bohm. How are you tonight?
Well, I mean, Sean has been saying he wants meat all night, so.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers, Amy. Good to see you, girl.
That is the queen of the wrenches.
Cheers, Amy.
That's right. Queen Wrench in the house. All right. So I'm going to let this roll till I'm going to say 10:30. So we're giving it 4 more minutes. Anyone else that wants to hop on the Patreon tonight, much appreciated. And again, honestly, thank you all you Patreons. Mean it. Love you guys.
I canceled mine.
It really is the only support that we live streamers get because YouTube doesn't do jack. In fact, most of our live streams, as Ben could probably attest to, get demonetized because, well, we're inappropriate. Imagine
that.
Yeah. So, I mean, truly, you guys are the only real support that we get. So thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. So
I don't have. I've thought about it many times, but I've never done it.
Well, that's a personal decision, Ben. You could do it. People love you, even though you think they don't, but people love you.
Well, there's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of people that don't.
Hey, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't love me either, but that's okay.
I'm one of them.
Pretty sure Whiskey Wars already has that ensemble in the closet. Just saying.
Pete Jiggs is picking up what I'm putting down.
Yes, but it's appropriately inappropriate. That's a fact. True fact. There has never been a vid with Ben that has not been demonetized. That's true. I find your level of inappropriateness completely appropriate. Thank you, Cheech. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. We got a couple more minutes before the wheel is going to be coming up here. Let's talk a little bit more about this Glen Scotia 18.
Not Glen Scotia 18.
That's true. You know the thing I'm drinking. I don't know the thing I'm drinking. Let's play What is Sean Drinking?
I think it was a Loch Lomond 18.
Loch Lomond 18.
That is correct. I will say, and like I always forget this about Scotch, and then I'm reminded. Older Scotch excites me less.
Really?
Because it's less bitey.
You need to have some cast strength, really old Scotch.
Yeah, I mean, if it were cast strength, then that would probably be different. Yeah.
I mean, I've been blessed mostly by Irene with tasting some like high 20s to 40-year-old scotches, and I don't care what proof they are. They're just sit down and go for a ride.
Oh yeah. So Amy, we went through. Let's run through them one more time for those that tuning in a little bit later. So we started with a Dalwhinnie 15, then we moved on to a Glen Scotia double cask, then a Glen Grant 15, then a Glen Scotia 15. Excuse me, and then a Loch Lomond 14, which I think might be my favorite of the night. And then now we are on a Loch Lomond 18.
The Loch Lomond over the Glen Scotias, really?
Yeah.
And then finishing off with Octomore.
I missed earlier when you tried the Glen Scotias, but I thought those would have hit for you.
Well, I mean, so they're not last. They're kind of middle of the pack.
Interesting.
The Glen Scotia 15 is my third place currently. Well, actually, no, that's not true because I haven't really ranked the Loch Lomond 18. I would say, now that I've had it, I would say it's very light. I'm going to say that's my third place. I'm going to move Glen Scotia and Loch Lomond 14 up. Yeah, so I think currently the front runner is the Loch Lomond 14. That's my favorite.
You're a cheap date.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know that already, Ben, where have you been? We've hung out way too many times to not know that.
I mean, Ben, all it takes is one bottle of booze, and we get him in sassy suspenders and a sassy rhinestone fringed cowboy hat.
That hard out. Yeah. I mean, it's like it's right here.
I mean, ask my wife. I'm pretty easy. Maybe it is astronauts or maybe it's aliens. What are we talking about, Bill?
I wonder what's inside your book.
Ben, we all know the answer to that. We've been over it many times.
That's what he's talking about. So, Sean, this is what you want?
Oh, you know I want it. I want it bad. Sounds
hey,
like
you've had it because I gave you some.
I know. That's why I know I want it bad. Let's see here. Good Scotch, meaning Scotch with some decent proof to it, is too damned expensive. It can be for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get to Octomore, the night is over. So good. Oh, you're not kidding. That's where we're about to get to. Octomore 14.1. I can't wait to see what this thing is.
Quite tasty.
You left out the repetitions?
Reptilians.
Reptilians.
Oh, that is what that says. Sorry. Here's the thing I'm noticing. Honestly, I can't even blame this on whiskey. It's looking like I probably ain't going to have to start wearing glasses, which is going to be weird. Or get
one of these stupid little cheaters.
Or get a bigger screen, which I think is probably what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already sitting in front of a 60-inch, but apparently that's not enough. So,
what size?
What's that?
What size is your monitor?
It's a 60.
60.
That is correct.
How far away? You do know you can adjust the resolution, right?
It's like I would say something like 3 feet.
You know you can adjust the resolution and or the size of the text, right?
How do you? Well, this feels like an off-screen conversation, but if you can adjust this,
that would be a no, Ben.
Yeah, yeah. The answer to that is no. I do not know that.
Yeah, I can easily fix that up for you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I can get that, my text just. I mean, because right now it's slightly.
We'll do it. We'll do it off air one day. I can help you.
Yeah, if I can make my text like double the size it is currently, that'd be great.
There's
Like
literally-
I can read it.
Actually, is it Windows?
Yes.
I could probably walk you through it right now. 2 seconds.
But not. We're not going to do it right now.
Yes, you are.
But yes. Cheers to Cheech, indeed. 80% of single malts in my bar are cast strength. Anything 15 and under is reasonably priced, except for Laga 12. Okay. You made it as far as I did, Sean. I started at Cheaters. And yeah, I'm 41 now, so it's happening.
Sean, it's really easy, actually. I could talk you through this in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like, so I would guess, like, if I compare
logo, is it Windows 10?
I don't even know. It feels like yes.
Bottom left corner. Do you have something that's 4 squares?
Which corner?
Bottom left corner of the screen.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not really it's more like it's over about 4 inches, but yes.
Okay, click that.
Okay.
Then do you see something that looks like a gear?
Yeah, settings. Yes.
Yeah, click that.
Uh-huh.
Now it should bring up a grid of things.
What now?
It should bring up a grid of choices now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got all the settings. Yeah.
Access.
Access.
Ease of access. It should be.
Let's do this not on a live, shall we?
Fourth one down on the left-hand side.
No. That says network and internet. Personalization, Bluetooth is what's around the apps as well.
Keep going.
Accessibility is the closest thing to what you said.
Accessibility, that would.
But again, let's do this not on a live.
You should get a that just says.
Here's a timestamp. We have 26 minutes before Joe comes on.
Text size.
Yeah.
Apply.
And he turned blue and froze. Nope.
Yep.
Still there, but nope. There you go.
No, he turned blue. Now it's not blue.
Hey, it made it bigger. Well, sort of.
That's what she said.
It's a little, okay. All right. Well, at least I know how to find it now. Okay. It is bigger, but not as much. I barely clicked it. So anyway, all right. Let's get back to our actual live here.
Time for the wheel.
This is already taking too long. So, geez, fair enough.
Well, if he hadn't resisted, it would have been over already.
That's what she said.
Over 4 inches. That's not what she said. This is a long 10 seconds. Fair enough. Have you turned it off and back on again? There you go. You got to rub it a few times. All right. Anyway,
plug it back in.
All of you have made a good point, and we are at least like 6 or 7 minutes past the time I said I was going to spin the wheel. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, all you patrons. Let me just double check, make sure we had no new patrons before I do things. Okay, I got William Hall. He is back on. Okay, fantastic. I think I am up to date now. Thank you again, Patreons. Honestly, you guys are the only support, because as I mentioned before, YouTube hates WhiskeyTube because we say inappropriate things and we talk about whiskey, which is things they don't like. And so almost all of our live streams are demonetized, which means we make no money. So you guys are the only support. So thank you very much. Yeah, you guys keep this thing rolling. So love you guys. Let's get some shuffling going here. Lots of shuffling. There we go. All right. We're going to be doing 2 spins. Again, you're going to get an Old Forester pick, which is my favorite Old Forester pick. Although you can't really see me. Let me solo myself. Let me solo myself one more time. Oh, damn it. Well, I'll show it off after the spins.
There you go.
Anyway, so we'll spin and I'll show you guys again what you're getting. Yeah, so good luck all. Thank you again. Love y'all. Here we go. Let's get somebody some stuff.
And who's it going to step on? Looks like Lou. Is it Lou?
It is Lou, and I already owe Lou some stuff. So how about that?
Lou.
Right there.
So Lou, as I said June was getting the the leather coaster. Guess what, buddy? I already have your flight board in a bag with samples. I just hadn't sent it out yet. So now you're getting a flight board and you're getting a leather coaster. You're getting all the stuff. So I'm going to throw that in there. July, I'm sorry, I'm running out of merch. I need to hit up John. So July, you're getting a Whiskey Wars little keychain thing. I apologize, it's not better, but also samples. So here we go. Second spin. Let's get it. And it is Woods. Tell you what, Woods. I'll send you a coaster as well, man. You've been a patron for way too long to not get a coaster. So appreciate y'all. Thank you guys. Woods, love you. Lou, love you. These guys have been with me for years now. So thank you guys for all the support over the years. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, I will even if I have to give you my personal coaster, I will give you a coaster. Yeah, so
looks a lot like this one.
There you go. Yeah, and I'll throw the keychain in as well, Wood. So you're getting a keychain and a coaster, plus the samples. Yeah, congrats everybody. Thank you everybody. Thank you all you patrons. You guys are the best. This is not the end of the stream though. We still have a few minutes. We'll probably hang out a little bit past 11 on the dot because I know Joe usually likes to chat a little bit at first. So. We'll probably hang a little past 11, but yeah. And we got Jonathan in the background. I can't tell what he's doing, but something is happening.
Where's his hands?
Yeah.
Honest penis.
As long
Driving
as
a friggin' car.
What now?
Right
here. Oh, look at this. Everybody's
car.
popping in now. A stream must have ended. Yeah, we got Joe in the house as well. Cheers, Joe. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
And again, folks, if you don't know already, Joe.
That shirt's amazing.
Yeah, let's give Joe the solo here for a second.
No crayons left behind, man.
That shirt is fucking amazing.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
So if you don't know already, which I feel like you should, if you don't know, then Joe will be battling Jig. So two legends battling it out tonight. Can't wait to see who comes out in the tie. Right, Joe?
Hey, this is my first one since I think David, and then before that was Ben. It's been a while since I've done a battle, so that's gonna be a little challenging. But I don't know. Oh, actually, no. Gisele's was the last one to beat us, me and somebody else. So I don't want to leave that out because I know he was thinking about it because I can see him those grinding wheels going.
There you go.
So what should I start off? What's a good control for?
I don't know. So I've kind of done like a whole bunch of scotches in a row. So
my opinion is I always go 100 proof because it really gives you that middle.
Yeah, 100 proof is a good starting point for sure. Yeah,
some sort of a bottle and bond.
What if everything's above 100 though?
Then you still know a baseline that it's all about what you just had.
So here's what I would say, Joe. Just a good middle of the road. How about an E.H. Taylor single barrel? I'm sure you own at least one.
Yeah.
That's a good old 100 proofer.
Yeah, with the coupon, I'm sure.
With coupon.
Right back.
Joe's got a coupon for that. It's 2 for 1.
I normally go like 110, 115 so that I can kind of gauge, in under the 110 proof.
Joe, go Russell's Reserve. Go 110.
No.
How about a Baker 7?
Baker 7, yeah.
I tend to go Beam.
Do you? Beam is like that's more of what I was trying to figure out. Is like distillery wise.
Urban bourbon.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want to step it up a little. It's
how
urban, but it's not bringing anything weird into the game.
Okay.
How about this guy then, Joe? I'm sure you have one of these as well. The old school Bakers, the old school
right here that I was drinking, Sean.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. These are just better than the new single barrels.
I've never tried a Baker 7 as a control. I'll probably try that.
Do you guys want to have a dick measuring contest? You two fucks? Come on.
Well, Jonathan will be the referee. So
You mean this Baker 7?
Wait, no, John, hang on. These are still on the shelf here.
And also, Jonathan, I didn't make it, so we're not measuring my dick. We're measuring somebody else's dick.
Jonathan, you can be the referee. And you can do the measuring.
Yeah,
with your tongue.
Absolutely, you got it.
But you have to be a hands-on ref.
I don't want that job. No. I'm throwing the flag. I'm throwing the flag. I'm out.
So Mike, when you say Baker,
if I get into a car wreck,
Mike, do you mean this bottle, or do you mean the new single barrels? Because I have to say, I've had 3 of the new single barrels, and I didn't like them as much as this bottle. So, if you mean the new single barrels, I kind of agree.
This one's an 8-year, 10-month Baker 7.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, Joe, if you're going to do a blind, you got to do something that's like around 6 years old. That way you can start to decipher some of the oak, not just the proof, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Jacob in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Jake?
Hey, Jake.
And also, Wood saying no sword fight until the costume shows up. Fair enough, Woods.
Is this new? It says upload recordings. Is that something new?
Fairly.
Yeah, I get that. Sean's the only stream I get that, though, Joe. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen
the one who does it.
It depends on the level of StreamYard that you're paying for, like whether or not that's an option or not. Yeah. I've not gotten the single barrels since the old one was not. Oh, okay, I got you. Fair enough. I heard Jake sent all Jaeger samples for the. Oh man, Jaeger, that's some bad memories right there.
Yeah, I've thrown that up before. Not great.
Yeah, I had a buddy that just insisted on doing Jaeger bombs for like 5 years of my life, so I've drank way too much Jaeger.
Man, this one's so soft and so it almost feels like 100 proof right here on this one. And this is my first pour of the night.
I mean, Joe, to your point, that's kind of my issue with the new single barrels. They all kind of feel that way to me. Like they always just feel kind of uninteresting. Yeah.
Really? I have an 811. That's really good.
He said that because I said mine was 810.
That would be Octomore, right?
No, I said that because I actually have an 811. Joe.
I tell you what's not. I tell you what's not soft and uninteresting though. Oh Jesus, whiskey's really happening now. This Octomore 14.1. Jesus Christ! Thank you, Great Shot, man. This is. I may finish this sample off tonight. Actually, I need to save a little bit for my samples of the year though. So, but it's very tasty.
I like it. That's what I'm sipping on now.
We're drinking Baker 7, Amy.
Having a tall glass of Cocktamore.
Yeah, so I'm on Octomore, Amy. So is Great Shot. Joe is on some Bakers. I assume that Jonathan is driving. Yes, so hopefully nothing. Nothing.
I mean, I do have some old overhauls in my middle console, but no, I'm not drinking and driving.
Okay, that's good. John, is John here or frozen?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm having a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society Glenlivet 14 year.
Okay.
There you go.
Yummy.
Damn.
And Ben, what do you got in the glass there?
What the hell is this? This is a sample of K-Luke. I'm trying again because I'm like the one person who's not been blown away by K-Luke. So
You're not the one person. I'm also another person.
Well, that's not totally true. The Keenan Reserve I had Cabernet finished, that fucked.
Well, I'm talking about just the standard releases, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all those.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I liked 4. I'm right in saying that 4 was kind of standout. 4 was good, and
that's what I'm drinking right now is 4, and it's good. It ain't $100.
That's the issue. I mean, because these are. Am I right in saying they're MGP blends, right?
No, we don't know what they are. They Kentucky, MGN, we don't know what they are.
Okay. Well, whatever they are.
I think in the early days they were MGP. I'm pretty sure Jonathan Mazzano said that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But regardless, no, nonetheless.
Fuck you, man.
Love you, Jonathan. Anyway, whatever they are. I think 4 was the most standout of the ones I've had. I've had up to 7. I haven't had anything since then, but 4 was my favorite. But still, to Ben's point, like, is it $100 whiskey? I don't know.
No, Sealbox one's 110, and I'm like, I bought one and I regret it.
Yeah,
I will say though, I would buy a Keenan Reserve. That bottle impressed me.
Yeah. Very nice, T-Rob.
I mean, with the price in mind, the Whiskey War double oak, that bottle's $110. Is that bottle worth that? I'm hard pressed to believe that.
I haven't tried it yet. I bought one when I was in Ohio.
You know, I keep going back to it, Jonathan, but I mean, honestly, like, of the stuff that you brought, the two things that were standout was the Nerds and Turds pick, which obviously, I mean, it's friggin' hazmat, crazy, ridiculous, like, basically gasoline that tastes like candy. So, like, that was really good. And then the other one was, which was really surprising, was the Fox and Odin. Like, I was so pleasantly surprised with that bottle.
I shouldn't have told John to buy that one.
Yeah, Ben, that was your call. I had two options.
Hey, we got Stallsy in the house. What's up, buddy?
There.
Well, show you. Look at Jonathan. Where is he doing?
Drinking and driving.
I thought that was Ben for a second, driving on stream there.
Hey,
what happened was,
Jonathan, are you wearing your hat backwards?
I am.
Yeah,
he's gangsta.
Uh-oh, Thug life over here.
Yeah, we got a asshole now.
I'm almost home. I'll join you guys in chat, maybe on screen. See you guys.
Tell you what, here, I'm gonna wear my hat backwards too.
Jesus,
or what? I'm not drunk enough to share my hat around yet.
There you go.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
What do you got there, Stallsy? One more time. Sorry. There you go.
Nice
Cool barrel. There you go.
And the whiskey looks good too.
Yeah. Oh my. I gotta say, so it's taking me a minute to get used to this clean shaven stall. I don't know what to do about it, but
yeah, it's okay. It'll grow back.
That's it.
I know every time I shave, I'm like, do I keep going? I got an interview. I need to look younger.
I mean, honestly, this is just laziness. I hate shaving.
Yeah, me too.
That thing still going, or is that not a thing?
What's that?
Is the internal thing still going, or is that not a thing?
Yeah, I interview for it next week.
Okay.
I can beat anybody's ass, so I'll probably get it. But
hell yeah, I like it, man.
You got to tell yourself that when you're going into interviews. You know what I mean? Like,
but then you also have to go in. If there's other people in the lobby, then you just like make them regret even being there.
Oh, it'll be all virtual.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
So I won't be able to bully anybody.
I like the thinking though. I like the
yeah.
Like maybe I could still. How can I?
Yeah, hopefully I get it. It's a promotion if I get it. If I don't get it, I get fired. But whatever.
Well, those are pretty strict consequences.
Extremes.
Yeah,
like promotion, doing better in life, fire. Okay.
Yeah, seems a little harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, he doesn't have to work with the same assholes he's working with now. So
yeah, there is that.
Yeah,
yeah, part of me is kind of like, I wouldn't mind a couple of months in the summer to fuck around.
There you go. Yeah. You know what you need to do, Stalls, is take all your money, move to Kentucky, where I live, and you could like live like a billionaire, like Timu, Um,
I'm telling you, we have considered it faux show.
Yeah.
And I even like it when you talk about how it's a small town. And Frank is like, what do you want to do there? What do you want to do? And I'm like, dude, construction. Like, I don't care anything but what I'm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like hunting and fishing is pretty big here. So if you don't like those things, then.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
If you don't like Wrigley,
I mean, I know you do.
Are we becoming best friends?
Mike, can we just become best friends?
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much more room for activities.
I don't know if Mike was there for the Edgy Outdoors plug last night or not, but
oh, I missed it. I missed that part. Yeah.
Mike, you sound like
I totally forgot whatever the new channel name is.
No, it's called Edgy Outdoors, but now it has a space, I think, or maybe it's the other way around. But we're starting to make content for that. So Frankie's she wants to be part of it.
Nice, man.
Go.
So we're gonna do some Jeeping stuff. Obviously, my knife shit. I'll be doing a lot of the knife shit that I did.
Mike sounds like a cross.
I don't know anything. I don't know any nice shit.
Dude, that thing's got to be dull by now.
I mean, I've honed it a number of times.
Oh, okay.
I know how to preserve. I know how to take care of an edge. I mean, is it as much of a razor as when you first did it? No, but I hone it on ceramic. Doing all right.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
I gotta say, I'm not balling out of control like you sons of bitches, but I'm very happy with this Rook.
Let's be real. I traded allocated wood for this blade.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, and the ZT. I gave you a ZT too.
Yeah, that's here too.
I mean, honestly, like for a $40 knife, the construction is very nice. So like, there's good placement for your finger, like under the. So this is your where you flip your blade in. But when it flips around, it makes for a good catch for your finger, which is important if you're stabbing. And then like the blade lock is very solid, like it's not going anywhere. This thing is razor sharp out of the box. I was super impressed with the sharpening skills of this company.
Does it print on the blade what kind of steel that is?
I believe it's the CV60 or whatever.
It's Chinese. It says Chinesium.
Is it 8CR13 MOB or something like that?
No, like I said, it's like CV60, whatever the CV is. Yeah. No, all you get. I'm sorry. No, wait, I'm way wrong. What the hell is this?
At $60, I would be shocked if it was CV steel.
Okay, so I apologize. It looks like the steel. This is well, you tell me, Mike. You know more about knives than I do. So it's 14. This is very small print. 14 C28N.
That's a Kershaw model number.
What's that?
That's the Kershaw.
Yeah, that's a model number. Sure.
Okay, yeah, that didn't sound like a steel.
No, that was the steel, I think.
Like
Is it
440 stainless?
No, that's a model number. The other blade will have the steel.
It feels like this was a CV something, but
Sean, what does it say on the other side of the blade?
It just says Rook.
It's a Rook knife?
Yes, Rook is the brand.
That's not a Kershaw? That sounded like a Kershaw model.
No, I already said earlier that Rook is the brand. So, all right. So, I believe the model number is actually P801-SB. And then...
Is it 14C28N?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Is
that the steel?
Yeah, that's the steel. It's a budget steel, but it's I mean, it's kind of a common steel. Like TV will use it. Like there's a lot that use it. It's a Chinese steel. It's a Chinese made knife. So
yeah. I mean,
the benefit is so it's not going to hold an edge as long as like your CV20 that you're talking about, but it's going to be a million times easier to sharpen.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it was as I alluded to, it was $40. It has a ball bearing open. What's the right
flipper?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this says
so you have fidget factor. It's more than just a knife.
CTS BD1N, right? Should he steal?
Well, I mean,
No,
so
that's not shitty steel.
here's the thing, though, guys. Like, I know we can all like jizz over like how great the steel is, but this thing murders somebody just as good as the next knife.
You ain't wrong,
Yeah,
but not quite as good as the handgun.
well, obviously, but
Hey, Mike, can you post your link into the chat? The new stream.
Let's do
I
that.
haven't put anything up yet. I don't know.
Oh,
Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Well.
putting some stuff up.
So,
though.
so
I've got
fun
a few things
fact:
on.
this was the knife. This was the knife that I drew in Baltimore in the story that it's been passed around.
Oh, on that dude.
Sean versus the effeminate gentleman with the dog. With the dog.
I mean, a guy that had a problem with me saying "nice dog," which I've never I've never had this happen ever in my life. Usually, when you say
Those
that,
are fighting words right
they're like,
there.
yeah, I mean, usually when you say "nice dog," the normal response, at least in the South, is
Thanks.
"thank you," and that's it.
Yeah.
And you just move on in life. This guy went the other direction. There was still a "you" in there, but it was "fuck you" instead of "thank you," which I thought was not the right response. And so I was like, "Hey, fuck you, buddy!" And then he started walking towards me with his dog. I was like, "Okay, let's fucking go, guy. I'm liquored up. Let's do this shit." Because I didn't think that was going to go that way. I expected a nice exchange. I was just trying to be a nice person on the street, and he, for some reason, decided that was not the direction. He chose violence. So I was like, okay, let's see how big your balls are, guy.
Dude, this bottle is so good. Fuck.
All right, brothers. I'll see you guys. I'll get to see you guys later.
All right.
All right, Joe.
Have a great night. all.
Joe versus Jigs.
Hey, Joe, we will see you in a few, man.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Love you, man.
Cheers, man.
See you guys later.
Hey, look at this. We got Dusty Dan popping in. Cheers, buddy. And Will O'Neill. Look at all these.
Cheers, Dan.
Will O'Neill?
Yeah,
Shit.
he's just
Dang.
My guy right there, Will O'Neill.
Look at all these sexy fellas hanging out tonight.
I need to text you more, Will. Damn it.
I mean, I'm not saying I talked to Will today, but you know.
Oh, you did?
He may have talked to Will today. All right, so this is probably ill-advised because I'm not doing well. We can all see that. But we're going to pop this Old Forester single barrel proof because why not?
There you
It can
go.
only get better. And we got Cheech in the house, so now it's definitely a party.
Hey, Chief.
The egg aficionado, apparently.
Well, I didn't want to get too detailed in the chat about it, but it's not always the yolks. You know, I eat a lot of egg whites.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I got you. Either way, I mean, regardless.
Either way, a lot of baby chickens aren't getting hatched.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, poor
Evil.
baby chickens.
Evil.
Nah, there's plenty of those fuckers.
I mean, I hate to make this comparison, Cheech, but you were like the swallower of the egg world.
Thanks, Will.
I'll let that stand. Yeah. Ate a lot of eggs. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just where my mind went as soon as you said that. So
I eat a lot of eggs and I cannot lie.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, 60 eggs a week, that is an egregious amount of eggs.
It's somewhere between 45 and 60, depending on.
Okay.
In a week?
I mean, either way, it's a lot of eggs.
It is.
Eggs are way better than chicken, though. I'm not a big fan of chicken.
I ate eggs and chicken tonight together. Like
Oh.
I wanted
You know
them to feel it.
The funny thing, like chicken, is like I don't dislike chicken, but I never feel like it ever. Like it's just one of those.
Like I can't wait to have chicken again.
Yeah, it's never that.
I mean, it really feels like you've never had fried chicken, Mike. This is weird to
That's
me.
what I was about to say. How do you live without fried
How about
chicken?
a rotisserie chicken from Costco? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, it's
Pretty
good.
good.
Like it's fine.
And-
Like I don't dislike
I'm
it.
not that big on the store fat rotisserie chicken.
Have you ever had
Sometimes
a?
those are kind of dry.
$5 for a whole chicken, the whole thing.
Now, what I missed that had a special place in my heart were the Kenny Rogers roasters, the lemon pepper.
I just had that conversation yesterday.
Kenny Rogers, man, that's a chain that doesn't exist anymore.
I do like the Boston Market mac and cheese.
Oh, that stuff is rubbish.
That was pretty good.
I mean, so Mike, I mean, certainly you've done a brined full chicken on the smoker, slow and low.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything better? Come on now, like come on.
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
steaks are better.
ribeye.
Yeah, steaks are way
Yeah.
better.
Well, all right, fair. I'm talking about in the chicken world.
Fried chicken. Nothing's better than fried chicken. Like
I'm
real.
not bringing this back to you.
You know what?
I won't bring this to you, Sean, but how about wings?
Oh, I do like wings.
Okay, so if we're
That's
talking
less
about
about the chicken, right? You could do that on.
Well, it depends if you're talking pre-Baltimore or post-Baltimore.
Fuck you, Ben. Anyway, so John, if we're talking brined, slow smoked wings, then tossed in delicious buffalo sauce, that might be my favorite way to have chicken. Period.
Or mango habanero sauce.
Yeah, that's good.
Good too.
Well,
I found a recipe that I saw on TV, and I've done it a few times. I've actually soaked my wings in wing sauce for about like 2 hours, and then you smoke them for about an hour at about 300. And you get a smoked wing with the buffalo sauce already in it. It's really good that way.
Now, smoked turkey is like the best Thanksgiving freaking food you can have.
Yeah. Smoked turkey is the only way to do turkey. It's better than the fried version.
It really is.
Yeah, it's
especially
really
if you're smart enough to have a tall smoker and you make sure you hang sausages over the turkey. So as they render out, they drip on the turkey and baste it.
Get the pork fat direct,
and then it kind of crisp up the skin, like you get like this thing between skin and bacon. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, hell, bacon is the duct tape of the food world anyway. So
that's it. So Jonathan, yes, this is the Old Forester single barrel proof that we got in Baltimore. Can't wait to get into it again. There was a fine young lady that gave us this sample at what was it, like 10 a.m. She was not in the mood at all, but Jonathan tried to be a pleasant human being and tried to get her around to being.
That's impossible. It's from Boston.
I know, but I mean, I don't like people in general, so I don't ever like pretend to. But Jonathan was actually trying to get this young lady into a nice mood. I didn't.
Trying to get her into something, all right.
I didn't care at all.
He was trying to sell her a house. That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I was just like, give me the whiskey so I can try this and get the fuck out of here. But Jonathan was actually trying to be nice.
Yeah.
It's about time.
More power to you, man. I try to be nice too.
Yeah, being nice to other humans is difficult for me.
That's
but
pretty gross, John Crayons.
Yep, pretty much.
You just got to come to terms with it. Some
I don't
people
like your phrasing. I don't like the way you worded that.
Well, did you see the
Mike
meme
Stahl
I
is
sent you?
slowly turning into Brian Kilco, like before our very eyes.
Hey, Mike, I texted you a meme about your meeting. So.
She was decent.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a fact, John. Nothing better than sausages dripping on your meat. Oh, gee. Oh, well, hot damn.
Well,
Good Lord.
Look who just came home with me today.
I feel like that. I need to just like leave that soloed the rest of the night. It feels like
freeze frame.
You just hold that the rest of the night, Cheech.
You haven't cracked it yet, though, right? Cheech?
Wow, that's
I just got it. It's actually still a little warm from the truck, so
I gotta say
just
that
made it inside.
That's impressive, Cheech.
Shredward looks.
Do we screenshot that and label it bougie?
It's pretty bougie.
Yeah, it's pretty bougie. Yeah,
that's right. Sell.
Ooh, Octomore, Amy, boom,
yeah. I gotta say again, great shot. That 14.1, man. That's
good.
That was a heck of a pour. Yeah, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Jonathan wants you to just put the bottle up in front of your face, Cheech, apparently.
Yeah.
He thinks it's more handsome.
He said it might be better looking. I have not done my hair.
Let's hold him up. And do you want us to?
And I'm a little fatigued. So I was up late with some guy in New York last night. Like
also, shred response is a little abrasive.
Oh no, that's friends. Friend you too, buddy.
Sure, yeah.
Love you, Shred.
Lou says AIDS, so I don't even know how to take that. Like Magic Johnson AIDS, or like
Band-Aid.
Sean, I don't think you want to be taking it. I'm going to put that.
I'm just saying, like Magic Johnson AIDS makes you rich. If you want like Easy-E AIDS, that's like dead in 5 years. So
was it even 5? I don't think it was 5.
Yeah, so it depends on the kind of AIDS you get. You got to get the good AIDS.
Well, no, it's not the good AIDS. It's how much
one of these too.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. Cheech, that bottle might be better looking than you. Okay, we already alluded to that.
It might be. Yeah, friend to you, Audie. Fucking turkey, you know what's up. He knows what's up. Listen, if you don't like wild turkey, you're not American. And if you're not American, you should move here and get some wild turkey and then leave.
I feel like now Shred is just trying to suck up to try and get a sample, but
it's possible.
That's possible. That is possible within the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. Shred is an angry fellow. That's true. Easy died a champ of what? Being in the hospital.
Shred is an angry
We're
fellow.
still
That sounds like
talking about
Andy
him, so he
talking
made
to
his
Todd.
impact on the world.
I'm just saying
That happened.
He had it bad and at a bad time.
He did.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I do feel like Magic though. I mean,
Magic got it right after, like a little right after he died, right? Like it was a little bit after Easy died. No, Easy died after Magic.
yeah, no, yeah, for sure. No, I mean, Magic got it. Like he was the first like
I was in
celebrity.
junior high
I
school
remember,
when Magic got
like
it.
Magic was for sure the first celebrity I heard about having AIDS. Like yeah, it was I remember it was a huge deal because I mean I've been into basketball my whole life.
Magic Johnson.
What's that?
But
guy-
like, I think Easy
Oh, yeah,
did
okay.
it, right? Like Easy
John-
had to be hiding it to like and just waited too long to get treatment because
It's possible. Yeah.
Or what about Freddie Mercury?
Well, so he had the other kind of AIDS.
Oh,
he did.
I'm trying to anyway. Let's just talk. What's Chad have to say?
Oh.
He got AIDS from Tupac. Okay, let's. That's
can't
that is
breathe.
the kind of, by the way, that's the kind of AIDS that kills you right there. The kind of AIDS that I'm talking about. Holy Jesus, G. Turtlino is speaking like a true American. I don't even know what that means.
American.
When does he not? Anyway,
Yeah, I'm a true American.
Whiskey Wars. I would tell people during the pandemic. Wow, that sounds like an Easy-E cough.
Oh shit! Oh, Will O'Neill.
Love it, Will. That's great, man. Back
I
up that
love
Easy-E
Will
cough.
non-platonically. I love Will Freddie Mercury way.
Oh, okay, well, all right.
Guess I'll drink this Van
Just
Winkle.
by the
wine.
way, for those of you winners, Lou and Woods tonight, you're getting a pretty fire bottle of Old Forester Barrel Proof. This is tasty, man. I'm liking it.
Lecturing the boy.
Wasn't it funny how as soon as a famous person got AIDS, people stopped dying from it? Yeah. I mean, honestly, just Magic Johnson though. Like, I don't think anyone has outlived AIDS like Magic Johnson has outlived AIDS.
When's the last time you heard of a famous person getting it? You know, it's not like they stopped doing the things that. Never mind.
Yeah, we know how. Yeah,
I just know the band played on.
That's true.
I think it's like Magic Johnson is.
Magic Johnson announced he had HIV in 1991.
Yeah,
We're 33 years now.
Like
Almost to the
he's
day.
had AIDS longer than he's not had AIDS.
91?
That's correct.
I feel like I found out when I was in junior high school.
Yeah, like the
91,
fact,
November of 91.
Yeah, it was freshman year of college for me.
like the fact that Magic Johnson has had more of his life with AIDS than without AIDS is insane. Like no other, I can't think of another person that's done that. Like that's crazy.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, a magic miracle.
Yeah.
Oh, probably Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, well, no, Charlie only announced he had it like 10 years ago? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, he claims he's testing negative now, like he beat it.
It's possible.
Hey, we got DP in the house. What's up, buddy?
I just took a bunch of ivermectin. It kills everything.
Well, I wonder if he remembers being on the stream last night.
Yeah,
Oh,
Derek, it was fun hanging out with you late last night.
Wait. How?
I think 91. I was in Saudi Arabia.
No, so I saw Derek in chat last night. Did he come on stream later?
Oh, he came on stream.
Oh, damn it! I missed it.
Yeah, he did.
We were late night types last night. We were sunrise types last night.
Well,
Y'all were.
I'm sorry I missed
I
that.
cut out before all that. Sheesh.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, I checked out at 1, and that was apparently too early. So
That's about the time I came on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Tagged in. Remember? Don't you remember the ding ding?
Yeah, there you go. Really? Okay, so Woods, I will send you something else. We'll figure it out. Maybe Corbin Cash. I'll find you something.
That's a good one.
Mid-South legend in the house for sure.
That's right.
King of the Mid-South right there in the chat.
Derek, you said you were going to call me today, but you didn't.
Oh, Shred, love you, buddy.
That's great.
I tried to read it and I started laughing halfway through. Tom Hanks hates Philadelphia, and Sean had a chicken wing in Baltimore. Just saying. Yeah, it's the same. Same region anyway. See how long I live with the AIDS, the chicken AIDS. DDP.
I'm still trying to get over this 24 eggs a week. Holy shit.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I have scrambled eggs 3 days a week, and I'm
every day
I'm
I eat eggs.
bored of eggs.
Every day.
It's a lot of eggs, Cheech. I mean,
I eat 250 grams of egg whites is the first thing I eat in the morning. Just a jolt of protein.
Man, you took the good part of eggs and said, fuck it.
No, I still eat the yolks in some things, but in the morning, the first thing I have is clean protein. I'm trying to get healthy, Mike. I got pretty beat up back in March, and I'm trying to rebuild myself.
Yeah, man. Get all those micronutrients in you. Yeah.
So this is something you just started? I seem to remember you talking about eating a lot of eggs.
No, I've always eaten a lot of eggs, but taking my holistic thing all together, try to rebuild the man kind of thing before it's too late, because
I mean, honestly, Cheech, I don't love eggs, but in your situation, I would imagine, given what's in eggs, that's great for rebuilding cartilage and all the things that you need. Yes. Yeah.
Everything still hurts, but it hurts less right now. So
yeah,
it's getting better.
It makes sense. Yeah, I get it. Also, Derek, Amy pointing out a great point. Derek, just saying, this is what I'm drinking. Let me give you the solo there so you can fully see it. I feel like this might get you on the stream. Just saying, Derek. If you have one of these bottles, maybe you should join me in enjoying it. So yeah, buddy. One of these bitches, right?
I think there's a chance Derek might be completely out of them. That's why I was talking about that earlier.
Okay. Well, we can
remedy that.
We can probably fix that. We may have alluded to that earlier in the stream. I heard a boot just now. My TV shut off, so that's always fun.
That's because Ben had you fuck with the sound.
Hot damn. We have the king of the Mid-South in the house.
There he is.
You are looking good tonight.
I'm glad you pulled your robe shut. We saw a nipple.
Well, it's worse than that, Mike.
I'm disappointed I only saw a nipple.
Well, yeah, it's worse than that. I have so much extra skin in all types of unwanted ass places that I initially was just gonna come on here with my wife beater on. I determined when I actually got in the StreamYard, I saw the damn image of myself and all this extra skin in places, and I was like, oh, fuck that shit. I was like, these guys talk way too much shit for me to show up like that. So I put this on to cover it up.
Okay. I guess what you're wearing is actually a hoodie, but it kind of looks like a robe. So you kind of got that Hugh Hefner thing going.
Yes.
Good,
it is a hoodie, but like I said, I wasn't about to come out here with that extra skin.
I mean, I'm not saying we saw all that Derek goodness last night or anything, but we did.
Oh, you probably did.
Listen, Hugh Hefner, 3 strippers.
I don't remember going on the stream last night, but I would tell you, I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. in this same chair, and I was like, okay, something went down.
That was the first clue right there.
Right, and I tell you, nothing was broken in the office, so I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
It didn't go too bad, right?
Right.
Your last official act last night when at the end you were like, and I'm gonna go now, and then you reached over and you turned it off. Like very nice act. It was very
and you
good.
fucking fell asleep right there after you like turned it off.
Yes, probably.
There.
It was weird. I told my wife the most shameful thing about it was that my lock screen here does not automatically come on. So when my lock screen comes on, I have to manually do it. When I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock this morning, that lock screen was on. So that means I actually locked the computer, but didn't get out the fucking chair.
And you were like, I'm just gonna sit here for a second.
Hey, so Derek, Amy agrees. She thinks that she thinks of you as the modern day Hugh Hefner, and I agree. I agree. So yeah,
it might be time for the Derek Patton pajama party stream.
Oh,
hey.
Oh shit.
Hi-yo.
That probably.
I'll wear some PJs. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, we might be getting too sexy for this stream now. I don't know.
There you go.
Take it from the Mash and Metal or something.
Oh yeah, Mash and Metal. That'd be a great one.
There you go.
And by the way, I hate
party.
I hate the idea that Ben put it out there on the street. But yes, my last bottle of Old Forester Barrel Proof has gone into witness protection.
Okay.
I put it out there on the street. I just said it was possibility.
Hey, Derek, we're working on some things.
There you go.
We're gonna correct some wrongs.
There you go. I have a couple of bottles upstairs of 1920, and because I am in a contingency plan, I have the benchmark foolproof.
Yeah, there you go.
You can't beat that price.
I need to get a new 1920. I haven't had a 1920 in over a year.
I have to excuse myself because I'm out of water and I desperately need some. So
yeah, I got an
you
extra.
fall over, so help me. We're all gonna laugh.
Nope. I've never fallen over on a stream. Tonight's not gonna be the night, Mike. It's close though.
Those boots were made for walking. Not
That's
falling.
right.
He ain't wearing no boots.
That's true.
Oh, 1924.
We're talking about Old Forester.
How much does that go for, Cheech?
119 plus tax.
I got the wife bringing on the water. Thank you, wife. Appreciate you, babe. Wife with the water. Yay, saving the day.
They are the best, aren't they?
He talks about.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
Amy.
but I will say,
water's good.
I will
Water
say the
is
Old
good.
Forester 100 picks are better than the barrel proof picks.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Well,
some of those
little
100.
secret, you can get a barrel proof and proof it to whatever you want.
Hey, Ben and other
You need
people
a lot more.
that my wife knows. My wife says hi.
Hi. Wait, let me say it appropriately. Hey, girlfriend. Hey.
For some reason that set the dog off. I don't know.
What up, C Money? That's C Money.
Dude, are we gonna see the dog?
Oh, you want to see him? Come here, buddy.
I love that dog.
Hell yeah.
Up.
Here, meathead.
I go get the dog in our house, but I'm not claiming it. I'll go get the dog that's in this house, but it's worthless.
Ah, so it's a little small dog, huh?
No, it's a beagle that's afraid of its own shadow.
Oh,
it's a rescue. You know how white women are. They want to save the world.
So,
yeah, that smells
good. So quick update on
that dog's head's bigger than yours, baby.
Full screen.
Yeah. Well, I realize to you guys he probably looks the same, but my buddy's not been doing great for like the last couple weeks.
Oh.
So this idiot right here, he decided to eat some plastic bags, and he's been throwing up and having diarrhea for like 2 weeks straight. Why he decided to eat plastic bags, nobody knows. Yeah.
That sounds like he might have.
Making it easier to shit sounds like a really great idea to me, though.
But I mean, so he was around like 85 pounds, and now he's down to like 70-ish. So
that's a big drop.
Yeah,
you might
Dude,
need to.
that's 60 pounds ahead.
You might need to go get his insides looked at. There might be
Still
some
eating? Is he still eating?
Yeah, no, he never stopped.
Okay, good. You'd be all right. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
yeah, right. Sure.
Plays on Whiskey Tube.
Yeah, I mean, like,
but he stayed at a Holiday Inn last night.
yeah. The other thing is tonight he's like especially anxious because he hates fireworks. So
that's what I was saying about the dog in this house. It's hiding somewhere right now because I don't know if anybody got a chance to see the fireworks that Jen posted on Instagram today, or last night.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
Don't you live kind of out in the?
Yes,
that's where you're looking to move, right? You don't have
I'm kind of on the edge of it now. It's kind of swallowed me up a little bit, Mike.
Okay.
But we're moving to Kentucky in 2 years, so
hell yes.
Oh,
whereabouts in Kentucky?
We don't want to divulge exactly, but let's just say near Bardstown.
Okay.
I mean, so Cheech,
but outside of it by at least 30 minutes. But
like unequivocally, that's the best part of Kentucky. Yeah. Like Louisville is for tourists.
Yeah.
On finding good whiskey.
Bardstown is like true Kentucky.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like Bardstown, like while it is very whiskey centric, like it still feels like Kentucky when you go there. Whereas Louisville does not feel like Kentucky.
No, Louisville feels like Disney World at this point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Geez, I was raised in Western Kentucky, so.
I thought you were always a Texan.
Been to Disney World.
No, I'm a transplanted Texan.
Okay, from Kentucky. What exact town? Like
East
Western Kentucky.
Hazard,
Western
Kentucky.
Close to where the lakes are in Kentucky.
Okay, gotcha.
Kentucky Lake, Lake Barkley, just a little smidge north of that.
I keep telling Jen, like, Jen's not the outdoorsy type. I'm like, listen, only a couple things happen when you live in Kentucky. Obviously, you're probably going to drink, and you might drink to excess, and you might go camping, and you might go camping and drinking, and camping to excess, and then drinking and camping to excess. It just seems to steamroll in one particular direction. But Jen's not an outdoorsy type, so I don't know what the fuck she wants to go to Kentucky for.
Fishing and hunting,
I think that
she loves whiskey.
She does.
Well, so, question: where else has Jen lived?
Oh, a lot of places.
Okay.
Texas, Pennsylvania. There's something else I'm forgetting.
Okay.
Florida, obviously.
Yeah.
Central Florida. When you were there, cheers to that.
Yeah. No, I can't. Cheers to that. I can't. Cheers to Florida.
I lived in Homestead, Florida, for a couple of years when I was in.
My brother used to live down there until that fucking hurricane came and wiped him away.
There you go. Same with me. I was in the airport when that hurricane came through.
Yeah.
All I was going to say is that like outdoorsing in Kentucky is different than like outdoorsing in Florida. That's
way different.
Yeah, much.
Yeah.
I've been to Kentucky many times. Jen's only been once last year. It's
a beautiful state. It really is.
Yeah, I like it.
I love you guys, but my favorite place in the world is in the middle of the woods with nobody around. Like it's just it's beautiful, man. It's,
Will O'Neill, 4 Roses.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, like I said earlier, I was not going to cut into Joe's stream a ton, and we're already basically a half hour in.
Did they start yet?
I mean, I think they have whiskey poured. I don't know if they've actually even tasted it yet.
Well, that's fair, but I don't. I said I would hand off to Joe, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a man of my word. So, because here's the thing, like I would like this to be a regular occurrence. So, I would like for the West Coast to start at a time that's reasonable for us East Coasters to hand off to. So, to acknowledge that, I'm going to hand off to Joe and send people over there. Yeah, so I'm going to try and start a tradition of sorts here. So thank you, everybody that's hung out tonight. Also, everyone, before we end, if someone could drop Joe's link so that way people can just directly head over to there.
Like Sean's trying
I'm not a mod on your channel. I can't do it.
What? Cheech not a mod?
Don't you fucking
wait a damn second. Okay.
Don't you dare.
Sean's doing this crazy thing where he's trying to bring back to the old days of Whiskey Tube when people like
Oh,
you know, respecting.
Also, okay, so
I got
Will O'Neill is now a moderator. Cheech, say any words. Actually,
any words?
No,
you can
on the chat.
just
want the
type
wrench.
G. Yeah, GH doesn't matter. Type any words in chat. So
I'm not in the chat though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not in the chat.
well, I can't mod you if you're not in chat.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, he's in chat. You just got to page up. We'll find it.
I haven't said shit since I got here.
Anyway, so there's the link for Joe right there. I clicked it on the wrong thing.
Thanks, Ben. Mike.
Anyway, so thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. There's the link. Everyone, head over to Joe's. We're going to go backstage. The link is still live if you want to hang out backstage with us. Thank you for another great night. Thank you, all you patrons. Congrats to the winners. Love y'all. Thank you for the support. So we will see you next Friday. I think next Friday will probably be on Mash Metal, but that is to be determined. Words are very hard right now. I need water. We're going to close down. Head over to Joe's. Love y'all. We are out.
Taste some whiskey, y'all.
And
cheers.